Corner Soapbox. The Street Corner Soapbox with Fausto and Willin. Podcast takeover. We're making a killing. Music to nightlife. Debauchery and street news. Serving it hot. We are some street news, movies and mayhem. The craziest guests, words from chaos. Get it off our chest, Rhode Island, worldwide. Dark corners in all places. Speak how we live, radio show, smoking aces. Ladies and gents, for the people we're talking. Take the show on the road, right where you're walking. Yeah.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Street Corner Soapbox Podcast coming to you live.
That's right, boys and girls. Street Corner Soapbox. Now, we all know during this crazy time with the pandemic, businesses are struggling. So we're here to support local businesses, and we need your help to do so also.
That's right. So subscribe to our Patreon, become a member to help support the show, and receive exclusive episodes and bonus content, as well as discounts on merch. That's patreon.com/streetcorner_soapbox2020.
Follow us on our website, streetcornersoapbox.com.
That's right, boys and girls. We are back. Street Corner Soapbox. I'm here with my brother, Lord Willin.
Yo, what's going on, everybody?
What up, what up, what up? Great guest today.
The legendary DJ Chubby Chub. What's up, bro? Thank you for coming on.
Salute. Happy holidays.
Yeah, same to you, bro. Hope you had a good one.
It was great. Can't complain.
Good to hear. And thank you for coming on the show. Shout out to DJ Crazy Ray, my brother.
Oh, yeah.
He linked us up.
Crazy Ray.
I actually met Chubby a couple years back at this bar I was managing. I booked him to, he spun on like a Monday night, an industry night. And I know of Chubby for years in the music game, which we'll get into in a second. But glad you could make it on, bro. It's an honor to have you on.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
So, Chubby, you want to get into a little bit about your background, where you're from? I know you're from New York originally.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. I didn't even realize that till when I was doing some research. I was like, I thought you were from Boston originally.
Well, it ain't where you're from, it's where you're at.
No doubt.
Originally from the Bronx, 174 University. Born and raised. And then later on, I ended up moving to Boston.
Word. Oh, so you did end up moving to Boston completely from New York right there?
Yeah, not right there. It was just like, it was a very coincidence how everything happened. It's funny because I was in a group called Original Flavor.
Yep.
And we did a show, Original Flavor, with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
At the it was a church in Roxbury.
Oh, word.
And they used to have, I guess, people perform.
Mm-hmm.
And we were one of the guests that was performing at the spot. And then next thing you know, I was back in Boston.
You just liked it there so much. You liked it so much. You said, I'm going to move here.
It was very ironic. It's just how everything happened. And I ended up moving out here. It took a little bit, but I did it. And, shouts to Funky Fresh Records. They used to sell my mixtapes.
Okay, yeah.
So
Word.
that was like the first store that ever sold my mixtapes out of town.
Word.
And, that was crazy. So it was, I don't know, I guess it was meant for me to be here.
No doubt, man. Fate. It was as fate would have it. Now, coming up in the Bronx, that's the birthplace of hip-hop. So you obviously early on had those influences right there in front of you. You want to talk about that a little bit? How you got into it from the beginning?
Me, I'm 100% Puerto Rican.
No doubt.
When I first, how can I say, when I first was introduced to hip-hop, it was my older cousins, they were listening to cassette tapes of old rappers like Cold Crush, Fantastic Five before they became Fantastic Freaks, Force MDs, Treacherous 3, Busy B, Kumo D. It was just like the transcending of what rap was about to be.
Mm-hmm.
But not really realizing that it was just outside functions, but on audio tapes.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
Yep.
you would hear these live tapes and you were just like, yo, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then when I got older, I got to witness DJs outside in the park.
That must have been amazing. I wish I could have been there for that.
And that was where it really got me into oh shit, the DJ's the guy.
Right.
Yeah.
I was the little fat guy in front of the rope. And they used to be like, Fat boy, you got to get off the rope. Fat boy, you got to get off the rope. You're leaning on the rope. What are you leaning the rope for? Like, I was just so like amazed by what they were doing, and I just wanted to do that. Like hearing it on audio, but then when you saw it, it was like
mesmerized you.
Like he's going through records and he's playing records and he's scratching and he's cutting, and I'm like, I told my mother I want to do that.
Word. Did you get to see Kool Herc at all during that time?
Nah, I never got to see Kool Herc. I got to see, Grandmaster Flash. I got to see Grand Wizard Theodore. I got to see Cold Crush. I got to see, a lot of the DJs that came up after.
Okay. Are you familiar with the spot where apparently hip hop was birthed? They say that building.
I'm right up the block from that.
Oh, really?
Right from where
right
Cedric Ave. I'm on 174 University.
Okay.
I lived in the Cedric Houses project.
Okay.
So we're in the same, in that same facility.
So he's literally around the corner from the birthplace of hip hop.
Yeah, I was there. I saw the eras of hip hop.
Yeah.
It was for me, I've heard of Kool Herc, you know what I mean, but not knowing him was one thing, you know what I mean, until I got older. You met Kool Herc.
Right.
Back then it was just you heard Kool Herc and the Herculoids, that was the big thing, and Green Machine and stuff like that. But it was all being heard on tapes of who they were.
Boogie Down Productions too, right? Obviously, was that a little bit later?
KRS was 80, 85.
Okay.
84, 85.
Were they the first big rap group from the Bronx?
Nah, because you had Cold Crush was the biggest.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Cold Crush was the biggest before, the Fearless Four and Treacherous 3. Well, Treacherous 3 is Harlem and the Bronx.
Okay.
And there's a couple other people that was on the Bronx back then. You had a lot of different cats, Busy B, cats that were more the rap game, but it was more the entertainment part.
Gotcha. Personalities.
Yeah,
Busy B.
It was understanding the crowd the motivation of the crowd.
Also, shout out to DJ Louie Lou, right? That's Crazy Ray's uncle. Yeah.
Crazy Ray's uncle, which he used to DJ for Tila Rock. I used to watch them when I was young because Tila Rock's little brother, Tone, was my best friend. It still is my best friend. You know what I mean? But Tila Rock, we used to watch Tila Rock and little Louie Lou practice. And then when they would leave to go on tour, we would play with the turntables. And the first thing he always said, yo, don't break my
turntable.
Don't break my needles. Don't play with my needles. So Tila Rock had a set in his room, and we used to just go play with his joints while he was gone.
That's how you first started, really actually putting mixes, mixing? Was that board?
Nah, before I even owned equipment, we used to do pause tapes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So there was little edits of certain songs. You may have 2 or 3 records and you would record it, but you would splice a part of the record on a pause tape.
Yep.
So it sound like if you was cutting, but catching it, but it just because you had to repeat. How to repeat on the pause on a loop. So it was just a different type of situation.
Yeah, before all this stuff.
This is super analog. Super analog. This was pick up the needle, and if you hit the turntable will start all over from the beginning. It was different. You know what I mean? It was very different.
Eventually, though, you progressed and you started DJing. You started DJing local halls and house parties, and you got into making mixtapes. You want to talk about that progression?
Well, the start of mixtapes, before I even became who I was doing mixtapes for the local drug dealers around the block. You know what I mean?
Word.
So before I even got heard outside of the Bronx, I was it was cats that I grew up with that was getting money, and they used to just yo, what you need? I was records. You know what I mean? I was mad young. I didn't know. I just need records. And they would give me let's say the world famous Brucey B, which is one of the forefathers to mixtapes, and they used to give me Brucey B's tapes, and they'd be yo, listen to his joint and do it over.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, do it over and do it in your way, like with the same songs or whatever. I was like, but I need all those songs. Like, nah, listen to the joints and then tell me what you need. I was like, all right. And they used to just give me like mad bread. And I used to go buy crates of records of all the stuff that I would hear Brucey B play. And it just was like entertainment, but it was also knowing how to dissect listening to somebody else play, but trying to make it sound in your way.
Yeah, that's a good way to learn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you were how can you say former of how they say flattery?
Yeah.
Oh, imitation is the highest form of flattery. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
That so like that was like the thing, but then later on I got to meet Brucey B and I got to open up for Brucey B. Like I used to open up before Bruce would play. I would be the opening DJ. So it was like a blessing for me because, growing up listening to this guy and finally being able to be like next to him.
Yeah,
So then
full circle.
So yeah, it was like, I grew up with a lot of people, so it was just different. And understanding of, how to rock a party and keep the crowd going has always been my biggest thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you feed off the energy too.
Like,
it's like a high kind of.
I think that's a New York City DJ thing though too.
Yeah, well, not everybody has that though.
Yeah.
Some DJs don't have the same energy all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like I've built myself to be able to say I still got the same energy,
no doubt,
as if I was 16.
Well, you're a professional too. You know what I mean? That's what you do.
I'm thankful, but it's just to be able to engage is my biggest thing. Like I always know how to engage and being able to come across and give people a reason to listen to what you're doing.
Well, I think that's important. Like coming from working in nightclubs and stuff, both of us. I mean, a lot of DJs just nowadays at least
Press play.
Play songs. There's no real personality behind it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a whole nother story.
I know.
And I mean, the aspect of really having a personality and being able to display the art form of DJing, it's not there.
Yeah.
Because now it's like the hottest 10 songs, and that's what you play.
Yeah.
But now it's even more of a struggle for a lot of DJs because it's all streaming.
Yeah, right.
So there's no way for you to really tell how can you engage with the crowd, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You got to figure it out.
That's a good point. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for me, it's always a dope challenge because, like, I do Twitch now.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So I do Twitch. I just did it before I got here.
Word.
I do Saturdays at noon. So I did. It so happens because one of the fallen Spanish artists died. His name is Tito Rojas. He just passed away today. So I played like salsa, I played bachata, I played dembow, I played reggaeton. I play a little bit of everything. But it's just dope to see how people engage with you. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't get that on Instagram. Instagram Live is just like people just come, whatever, it's chill.
Yeah.
But on Twitch, it's a different type of family and a different type of animal because everybody comes in, even if you don't know them, they just come in and everybody's, hey, hi, hey, what's up? Yeah. I'm so-and-so. And it's like DJs are just so in tune with each other. Even if you never met the DJ, you're engaging. And DJs, I watch a lot of DJs on there. A lot of people don't have personality and they don't have energy, but they have the it factor for what it takes to get across.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when people hear me play, they be like, yo, your energy is crazy.
You got that personality, that voice.
So it becomes more stronger, and I'm very passionate about it.
Yeah. Well, you're on the radio, too, which we'll get into, and a lot of people know you. I mean, everybody knows Chubby Chub, man, especially out here in New England. Everyone knows the name from the radio and that personality,
Yeah, you think it's pretty good for, like, what do you say, Twitch to engage with? Because you said it's easy to engage. You have to have people that follow you, or
I don't know
anybody or anybody joins.
Twitch is really a gaming site. You know what I mean? It's really for games. It's for video gamers. It just so happens that there's a platform for you to be able to display your art form. You know what I mean? And they're the only ones that are allowing DJs to do that right now.
Yeah.
You You know,
was it like a time thing or something like that? I know you're only limited to certain things like IGTV and stuff.
Well, yeah, and they shut you down too if you play certain songs.
I mean, everything shuts you down. Only thing that lets you live is Mixcloud and Twitch and Periscope. And Periscope is about to be shut down as of March 2021.
Really? I'm not really too. I've heard the name, but I'm not really familiar with it.
Well,
Periscope is another outlet. You know, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter. You know, Twitter's still relevant.
Yeah. I feel like Twitter's relevant for like famous people, like celebrities and stuff.
I mean, it's relevant for a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's more because, you know, even the OnlyFans. You know what I mean? Like people, they was the first ones to let you see half porn on Twitter. Before you started realizing what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So, you know, OnlyFans became OnlyFans, but there was already people half naked doing what they doing. You know what I mean? Like you basically have Pornhub on Twitter.
Yeah,
it was just like regular people. It was like their outlet.
Amateur home videos was really going down.
I wonder why that is. They didn't censor it because Twitter's not really known for like pictures, right? Either.
Nah,
you can
post videos of weird shit.
Yeah, fucking strange.
It's weird how that works,
right?
Yeah,
and OnlyFans fucking is crazy too. I mean, OnlyFans blew the fuck up.
Yeah,
I mean, the pandemic probably
with COVID.
Helped,
I mean, that all the you know exotic dancers just moved over to OnlyFans.
Yeah,
but
Snapchat.
It's a way to get you to fall into it.
Oh yeah,
but you would have to do more to see more.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like it's like people are like, well, I subscribed to it and I didn't see anything.
Okay, because you're gonna buy.
That's the catch. The catch is this is what they're letting you see, but you want to see more. You have to pay this.
They stuck you with that. $3.99. Yeah, I'll fucking sign up for a month. $3.99 a month. I can swing that.
Yeah, no doubt. But you're not realizing you want to be in that. You want to be in that champagne boom boom. It's gonna cost you a little bit more.
Exactly.
You ain't lying, man. You ain't lying.
Chubby Chub, you want to talk about getting started with original flavor?
Yeah, man.
You know, original flavor has been like a real blessing for me. My mentor, Clark Kent, you know,
another legend in the hip hop game.
Clark Kent is my mentor. Clark, I used to open up for Clark. Like Clark would take me everywhere, and I used to open up for Clark at certain parties. And then, you know, I met Ski and I met Tone. And, you know, they was like, yo, we need a DJ. Tone was from my area, T Strong. He was from my area, better known as Tone Hooker. And Ski was like, yo, we'll put him down. And, you know, I was like, all right. And they used to come see me play at clubs, you know, different spots that I was at. And they was like, yo, we need him down. And they was like, all right. So I did it. And Clark was like, yo, that's a good look. You know what I mean? So that's how I met Jay-Z, and Clark, and Dame Dash, and all that.
So Dame, did he form, like, how was he involved with the group?
He was the manager.
He was the manager, okay.
Our manager.
Dope. That's some history right there. And then so he linked Original Flavor with Jay-Z to get on the track.
Nah, what happened was, you know, the relationship with Ski and Clark also, Ski and Clark had a relationship. Like, you know, Ski used to stay at Clark's house before he moved up from Greensboro, North Carolina. And, you know, we hooked up with Jay, and Jay was part of the team, you know what I mean? So it just so happens that he was like, yo, Jay, you want to get on this record? He's like, all right, and he did it.
So you got to see Jay-Z from the early days to, you know, what he is now, you know, hip-hop megastar.
I seen Jay, you know, when I met Jay, it was already like 91, like 91, and they was just already... Jazzo and Jay-Z were just fresh off of, you know, the Hawaiian Soul Fees and the stuff they
Big
had
Daddy
going
Kane,
on.
right?
Kane came after that.
Oh, okay.
But they already had, you know, the relationships. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Jay, Jazzo, and Sauce Money, they were supposed to be a group.
I didn't know that.
Supposed to be called Hard Pack.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like if you go to my tapes, a lot of my mixtapes, Chubby Chub dubs, I got a lot of my mixtapes, and that I got rare songs and exclusives of those guys together as demo songs that never made it.
Oh yeah,
shit. Yeah, you hear that, people? If you're a hip hop fan, if you're a Jay-Z fan, I would definitely check those out. I know I'm gonna.
Yeah, I did a Jay-Z tribute for his birthday, December 4th. I play a lot of rare stuff.
Wow, that's dope.
Oh yeah.
And let me say, Sauce Money is a very underrated rapper, man. I always thought
Sauce is a problem.
I always thought Sauce was a beast from when I first heard him back in the day on Jay stuff, and then he dropped that solo album. He's definitely a lyricist, you know. He got bars, man.
Sauce is a problem.
Yeah, man, for real. So the original Flavor, was it one album?
Well, Original Flavor had 2 albums.
2 albums.
But what happened was the first album was with Ski and this kid named Suave. We came to the second album. Me, myself, and T Strong.
Okay. So they were already.
There was a group already. Original
Okay.
Flavor. So the first album we wasn't on. We was on the second album. So the second album became the new Original Flavor.
Dope. And how long were you with the group? How long was the group together?
From 92 to like about 97.
Okay, so that's a pretty good run.
I mean, to this day we still friends though. Like,
Yeah.
those are my guys, regardless.
And were you guys touring and everything during that time period?
I mean, we didn't really tour. We did,
Shows,
couple of what they call the chicken circuit. we did the chicken circuit. We got to do stuff like around like in Virginia, Baltimore. A lot of stuff in New York and the Bronx. We did a lot of stuff in Manhattan. We did a lot of things, DC. It was
Anywhere you can drive to.
Yeah, everything we did. Everywhere we drive through, I almost killed everybody.
Oh, you did? Yeah. We guys in a van or a car? Or?
We was in a Pathfinder. What happened was I did a club one night, and after the club, we had to go do BET. And BET at the time was in DC. So I just finished doing the club. It's like 4-something in the morning. And they're like, you got to drive. I'm like, yo, did you not just see I just took all those crates upstairs? Like, I'm tired. Like, let me take a nap and then, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, somebody start and let me finish. I'd go after you.
Yeah, I'm not saying I won't drive, but...
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not going to drive, but it just so happens that it was myself, Jay, and Dane. Mm-hmm. The other two didn't have a license. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was like, okay... So now I'm the idiot with the license. Like, I was one of the happy-go-luckies at 16. Yeah. I'm going to go get me a license.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? So it just so happens I was like, yo, I'm tired. Like, I'm tired too. And they was like, nah, you got to drive. And then Dame, he just went crazy. Like, nah, you fat fuck, you got to drive. Nah, you got to drive. Come on, you got to do it now. I was like, all right. So when I started driving, we was going, on the way, we was getting past Delaware, and next thing you know, I look back, everybody's sleeping. I started dozing, and the truck went one way, went to the other way, the other way, and next thing you know, I stopped right under like an underpath, and the car almost hit the wall and the guardrail.
But you fell asleep?
I fell asleep.
I told you motherfuckers I was tired.
I know.
I told them I was tired. It wasn't a lie. I told them. They thought I was playing.
You fucking around, I fall asleep.
So Jay is sitting in the front. Dame is behind Jay. You got T Strong and then Ski. And, everybody starts waking up screaming, yo, what the fuck? Jay is mad calm. Jay wakes up. And, he used to be like, he was like, yo, give me a gum, because I carry like mints and stuff.
That's
like,
Chris carries gum.
I do the same thing.
So
hell yeah, you heard it, people.
So he was like, yo, let me get a gum. And, his breath, he just woke up, he chewed the gum. He starts chewing, he goes, yo, he didn't even say, like, he get out, and then he just said, I said, all right. I told y'all I was tired, yo. Y'all didn't want to listen to me. I told you, if somebody would have drove first, then I would have drove after. And then so Jay gets out, he goes, sits in the front. So I'm thinking, all right, I'll go sit in the passenger side because he's coming on this side. Dane was like, nah, you go in the back. I was like, all right. So I'm thinking going to the back. Nah, your punishment is in the back. So they had me go to sleep on top of the bags. I was like, all right, that's cool. Yeah. I don't got no problem.
All I want to do is sleep.
People's sneakers is going to be messed up. I don't care. Whatever clothes is in their bags, that's what I use. And when I got there, I was like,
refreshed.
Oh man, yeah, all right.
Yeah, you got a bet. I did you a favor.
Yeah, they was like, yo, you almost killed us and this, that, and I was like, yo, y'all put that on yourselves, man.
All I want to do is take a nap.
Yeah, man.
I would have needed at least an hour. I'd have been all right.
That's crazy. You were, shoulder to shoulder touring with Jay and Damon Dash, man. It just bugs me out. I mean, it just shows, man. Chubby Chub, man.
Could have killed them both. Could have killed them.
I don't know what I think about that.
Killed
but,
us all.
Yeah, wow. That's
There wouldn't have been no Jay.
Yeah, right.
Oh, man. So when did you start like putting out the mixtapes like steady?
I mean, I've been putting out mixtapes since at least 90. 90 was putting out mixtapes just to like in the area. But in 1992, I don't know if you guys know DJ Doo-Wop.
Yeah, of course.
All right, so WAP put me on. Doo-Wop put me on to the mixtapes to be sold all over.
Yeah, just not locally.
So it so happens he knew a friend of my neighbor. He knew my neighbor, and my neighbor was like, yo, you got to put him on. And he was like, all right, let me hear his joint. So I gave him a tape, and he was like, but you're not talking. And I said, because this was like a big thing to be having mixtapes that as a DJ, you got to talk so people know who you are and how you sound and da-da-da. I was like, yeah, I don't like my voice. At the time, I was like, I don't like my voice. That's not going to work for me. Man, like, it's not going to be dope. So he was like, nah, you could do it. I believe you could do it. And then I was like, yeah, I don't really think that's for me. And like, I used to listen to people's stuff, but I never displayed being able to talk. You know what I mean? Not to understand how to come across when, new music by so-and-so.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't have that at first. Like, at least I didn't think so. But he was adamant, like, yo, you got it. Like, you got this.
Yeah.
So I went and made a tape, and I had my friend do the talking.
Yeah.
You got a host. You got someone host it.
So he was like, yo, I don't need this. I need you to do it. I was like, and he was like, yo, he was on me. Like, he's like, yo, I need you to do it. You got to do it. I was like, some bullshit. I didn't like my voice.
And this is Doo-Wop telling you this.
Yeah. The bounce master. He's like, yo, you got this. So and then when I did it, he was like, see, how hard was that? Yo, B, you know how many times I had to redo this mixtape? You know how many tapes I messed up just to get one tape done with me talking and transitioning and all that? That was a lot.
Yeah, you weren't in the studio on Pro Tools though.
It was that was straightforward. Like it's 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Your 45 minutes is your next rest stop. Like you stop and then you go again for another 45 minutes. It's not like you can pause how people do with Pro Tools and take bits and pieces and you put it together. Nah, it was straight through. So it was like if your record skipped, you got to start again. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy.
The tape you got to rewind.
You could be in the middle of the middle of the tape, and then you got to start again because your joint is scratched. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's shit that you would have to do all over again.
On top of talking, on top of everything else.
Yeah, if you fuck up when you're talking, you got to do it over again.
Yeah, even fucking at the beginning be the worst part.
When you're practicing, when you're finding your voice too, it's hard. I mean, you probably did it who knows how many fucking times. You know
so it's like you trying and you're like, oh shit, this shit ain't working. Oh fuck. I got to do it again. And I've been up for hours and I got it. He was like, see, this is what I'm talking about. I was like, oh, man. Yeah, so and then he took me downtown, this place called Stereo Palace. It's where they used to sell all the mixtapes in Harlem. And then later on it became Stereo Plaza because, feds was getting involved with mixtapes and how people were making money.
Bootlegging and stuff,
Just years later, though.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for that. He put me on to the mixtapes, and from there I started selling mixtapes. But right before that, the movie that changed my life to make me want to work harder was Juice.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
It was the movie Juice because it so happens Juice came out that same year. And, Queen Latifah's with Omar Epps, DJ Q, and she goes, so you do parties and stuff? He's like, yeah, he was mad confident. Yeah, I do parties, around here and da. And she was like, you local. that hurt. Oh, the face he put, that hurt. But you know when it hurt? When you go back to your projects and everybody's like, oh, you local. And that's the jokes. Like, that was the joke. They roasting you. They killing you. Like, oh, you local. Oh, you're local. And I'm like, oh, word. And then, you know, it just makes you stronger to build and get out there and do what you got to do to get heard.
You think that was one of the first movies that like put DJ in the spotlight?
Nah, I think that's one of the movies that put a thought process to DJs.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because even when he went to go buy records, how his friends would steal records for him. They were stealing the records so he could have records. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's a process because, you know, back then, you know, a lot of us didn't have money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even when I got my first turntables, I didn't have no money. My mother brought me turntables off of welfare.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She put a struggle into that.
Yeah.
And I'm always thankful for that.
No doubt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm thankful to my mom for that because, you know, she could have been like, nah, I can't do it. Like, and she really didn't have it.
Yeah.
Cause my father ain't help us. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't have it. I mean, she didn't have it. He had it, but she didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you know that's here or there. You know what I'm saying? But she did what she had to do as a mother to make her son happy. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because she didn't want me running in the streets. She didn't want me hanging with the wrong people. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it was a positive, positive outlet for you.
No, it was definite because I wasn't the person to really be in the streets anyway. I was more like, I was in the streets because of the clubs and watching the DJs and see what's going on. You know what I mean? I wasn't in the street hustling. That ain't my thing.
Yeah. Were you DJing on the radio in New York back at that time at all?
No? I didn't do radio till I got to Boston.
Okay.
Because I was doing mixtapes all the way up to the present time of me being here, like me getting here.
Yeah.
All I did was street, like everything was street.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My first time on radio was 2000, June of 2000.
Okay, so yeah.
And that's when the Hot 97 Boston had first started.
Yeah, I think that's when I first heard you, which actually brings us to our next...
Yeah, Hot 97?
Yeah, Hot 97.7.
Yeah, you did the Saturday Night Jump Off.
Yep, Saturday Night Jump Off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's...
what was that, Big Dig Mix?
Big Dig was the 5 o'clock.
And then they did one right after, right?
Yeah, then I would go
Inferno
Fridays.
show.
I mean, Monday through Friday would be the Big Dig. But when I first started, I did Noon with Cherry Martinez.
I think I remember that.
That had me doing Noon. But the first time I went on radio, for the first time, I didn't understand radio. You know what I'm saying? So mind you, I'm coming from the streets. And I'm looking at like all the records I got brand new and I'm ready to just play them. Mm-hmm. And the first record I had a test pressing of CNN and Foxy Brown, Bang Bang. And Foxy was dissing Little Kim. Yeah. And I played that record, the first record at 12 o'clock at noon. Imagine, you turn on your radio and hear bang, 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 bang in the city of Boston where it's, you know, contemporary. Everybody's calm. You know what I mean? At 12 o'clock, you hear bang, 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 bang. And then the PD comes in, the program director, he's like, what is that? That's not a hit. And I was like, okay, what's a hit? So he's like, Cherry, you don't tell him what a hit is? No, I mean, I'll explain it to him. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I didn't understand how you had to sandwich records.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't just play a brand new record off the top. Like, and then, especially at noon, old school 12 is like old school.
Old school,
like, you know what I mean? It was a time where 12 o'clock was really old school. Like, you would play old school music.
Yeah.
But I wasn't thinking that. I came on some mixtape garbage. Like, I wasn't even paying attention. I just was going hard.
Yeah, you want to play the...
I just wanted to play the hottest shit.
Hell yeah.
But then, you know, then they moved me from 12 o'clock. They said I was too aggressive.
Give you a later.
They don't know what they're talking about.
They're like, you're too aggressive. Let's bring you to 5 o'clock. Like, oh, all right. 5 o'clock, okay. And 5 o'clock was aggressive, but not as aggressive. Now, then, when I came to doing the extended Friday, where it was like big dig, but it was 5 o'clock, and I would stay till 8. They gave me those extra 2 hours to play joints and have fun and get the people going and get ready for the clubs and things like that. That's what made it dope. But then when they gave me the Saturday night jump off, that was it.
Yeah, I remember that. I think maybe that's when I could have been that. It was the first time I heard you. I might have. It was definitely Hot 97.
That Saturday night jump off was like, even the first time of me doing radio, I was always doing it with a host.
Yeah.
And this one Saturday, I'm going in to think, we're going to do me and the host are going to do, the host and I are going to do the show together. He said, yo, you set up? You ready? I was like, yeah, I'm ready. All right, let's go. All right. And he's like, all right, I'll see you later. He's like, I was like, yo, where you going? He's like, oh, no. Program director said, you good. He loves your energy. You're fine. I'm like, 10 to 2 by myself?
Damn, that's a long slot.
I was like, 10 to 2 by myself on a radio? Like, just go? All right, well, I guess I'll figure it out.
I'll just wing it, see what happens.
I'll figure it out. I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm going to do it.
4 hour, nice 4 hour block with no planning ahead.
But here's the crazy part. So Monday morning, I come in, and the program director said, yo, you had a great show on Saturday, huh? I was like, yeah, it was great. A lot of phone calls, people calling. So at any given time, you didn't play any commercials?
Oh,
I said, well, LBD didn't tell me about the commercials. So he was like, yeah, well, let me call him in here because he should have explained that to you. And I didn't know, you know what I mean? So he was like, he had
4
to
hours.
replace
Praying for a fucking
4 hours of a new station where their commercials were very important.
Wow, that's how. Yeah, I mean,
They
that's
had
how
to
they make
make
the
up
money.
all those hours of missing those 4 hours of commercials. They had to make that up throughout Sunday to Monday to Tuesday to Wednesday.
Wow.
They had to double up all those commercials.
Wow.
Yo,
That's great for the listener, though. Let me tell you, as a listener, if I was listening to that show, I'd be like, this is great. I don't got to hear any commercials.
Yeah.
They was, people were just going crazy. Phone lines was going. I didn't even, in my head, I didn't even think about where's my break.
Yeah.
I really played for 4 hours.
Yeah, you were just in the mix.
Just went.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he was like, yeah, so this is how you got to do this, do that. I was like, oh, all right. Hey, okay,
Thanks for letting me know.
Like he just left me. Like he didn't say, hey, the commercials, these stop sets is here, and this is when you got to go to this, and you got to go to that. You learn.
That's crazy. They have to make them up, huh? Because they pay for the probably slots.
Right.
Yeah,
Because you gotta
But
figure,
they usually break them apart. But
also you got to figure radio stations have set parts of the day where certain commercials played that are less than what the ones that are more.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like a 5 o'clock on a radio station is major.
Yeah.
But on a
Prime
Saturday, 10 o'clock to 2 is different.
Yeah.
The commercials are not as strong as the commercials that you're going to hear Monday through Friday at 5 o'clock.
Yep.
Because anybody that either sponsors or puts their commercial at 5 o'clock, that's where everybody wants to be heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is during that
Their
commercial
prime time
segment.
spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you this. When you came to Boston from New York, did you have plans to go on the radio, or did it just kind of happen?
Nah, my plans when I got here, I wasn't even... So what happened was, reason why I ended up leaving the Bronx was I got shot.
Oh.
So, and my son was just born. I was shot in 1992 in the face. And,
Jeez, I didn't know that.
yeah, and it came out the back. And thank God I'm still here.
Yeah,
and
man. It's crazy.
Yeah,
no limbs, no nothing messed up. Like God is good. And I moved to Fitchburg. My brother lived in Fitchburg.
Yep, I know Fitchburg.
So my brother lived in Fitchburg. He had moved from Puerto Rico to Fitchburg with a girl. And when I got there, my idea was to be able to just work. I wasn't going to DJ. I was just going to work. I didn't come here.
Oh, okay, so you had no plans of...
Nah, because my son's mother at the time, I wasn't thinking about being a DJ. I just was going to be DJing probably in my own house.
Yeah.
You know,
On
just
the
on my
side.
own time, right?
Yeah.
So I ended up getting a job, and I started working at a plastic factory in Townsend. And I was doing the Sterlite. It was called Sterlite.
Yeah.
Where you go like Walmart and you get the plastic garbage bags, the garbage cans and stuff like that, laundry baskets.
Of course.
Well, I was one of the guys that was doing that.
Shit. That's made in Mass, huh? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I did that for a minute, but then it was like burning my hands. Like it was like stuff would come out super hot. They gave me gloves, but those gloves wasn't there.
Yeah.
So I was like, after a while, I was like, yo, me and my brother got laid off together on Christmas. So, and then I was like, right before Christmas that year. And then I just ended up going to Sears. It was a mall in Sears, Leominster.
Yeah.
And they had a Sears at the time. And I went there and I started working at Sears on the dock. I was like, all right, I'll do this. It was great, good money. It was cool.
Yeah.
And then one day I was coming out and this guy said, yo, ain't you Chubby Chub? And I'm like, wow, I'm on defense mode.
Yeah. You're on limits to Mass. You're like,
And I would have never expect anybody to be like, yo, ain't you Chubby Chub? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not even a thing. So he was like, yo, I'm having my party. So today's Wednesday. The party is Saturday. He goes, I got a party on Saturday in Manchester, New Hampshire. Mind you, I'm like, all right, Manchester's probably around the corner or something. I didn't know where Manchester was, right? I'm in Fitchburg, but I'm not realizing Manchester, you need a car. I didn't have a car. So he goes, yo, how much you want? How much you want to do the party? I said, man, $1,500. He was like, that's it? I was like, damn.
2,000. Yeah, give me 2,500.
I wasn't even thinking. He was like, nah. So I'll meet you tomorrow. We get you the other half, and I'm gonna get you half, and then Saturday we on. I was like, all right. So I totally forgot because my plan is that I'm not gonna be a DJ no more. So and then I get out of work the next day, and homeboy is outside. He's like, yo, son, we still good? I was like, for what? Because I didn't pay attention. So he's like, nah, for you to do the party, here's the half. I was like, oh, shit. All right. So let's do it. All right, we're going to do the party, I guess. Let's do the party. So, and then next thing you know, I did a party in Manchester, but my brother had a friend that drove us. His name was Prinya. Prinya drove us to Manchester. That was like the craziest thing. So I did a party called a club called a Pyramid, and then I ended up getting booked every Saturday. The owner wanted me there.
Oh.
So mind you, I had to tell my son's mother and just other stuff, but the money was good.
I'm getting back to DJing now.
I was like, it's not like I stopped. What I mean? I still was, paying attention to my music.
Yeah.
But I just was like, no, I'm not gonna do it no more. You know what I mean?
It was like a hobby.
Was that a culture shock coming from the BX to basically the boonies in Massachusetts out there?
Legit boonies, dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
Lemon's is out there.
It wasn't. I don't think it was a culture shock. I just think it was more like a change in your life. You know what I mean? A change in life where you're gonna be like, the nightlife ain't it, and this hanging out thing ain't it, and that's what it really was.
Why Chubby Chub? How'd you get your name?
That's a good question.
Because I figured you'd be chubbier.
Well, I lost weight. Let's keep that up. Let's make that clear. So, around my block, they Dominicans, when I was younger, they used to be like gordito. Gordito is
fat,
chubby.
gorda, right?
It's chubby. Gordito is chubby in Spanish. Mm-hmm. So I used to be like chubby. Because I was going through a name situation. I couldn't get a name for nothing. I was like, names is like the hardest thing ever. And you want to be unique. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They should be given kind of thing, right?
Like names, like it's always somebody at the time when I was coming up, the name that everybody had was like Wizzy Wiz, and Wizzy D, and Ski. Everything with a ski in it, or It was just like names that everything was comma, DJ comma, or I couldn't even use my real name, which my real name was Willie, because there was somebody else named DJ Willie. And I was like, oh shit, I ain't gonna use that. And I tried Willie D. I was like, there's another DJ Willie D. And I was like, this ain't gonna work.
And Ghetto Boys too.
Well, that's later. That's way later. We ain't even know anything about that. So and then I just was like, Chubby Chub. And I was like, damn, that sounds crazy.
There you go.
It just clicked.
Yeah.
But here's the kicker. So I go, that night we were supposed to go to a jam outside in the school. And I go and I be Mr. Brave Guy. I go get a graffiti shirt that says DJ Chubby Chub. And I come downstairs all fresh, new sneakers, everything fresh. Everybody's like, yo, that says Chubby Chub? That's your DJ name? And everybody was clowning. Everybody was clowning.
Breaking balls.
Everybody was clowning. They was like, Chubby Chub, in your face and in your bud. I was like, the jokes. I was like, whatever. So I just stepped with it.
Yeah, you just.
We fucking rock it out.
Yeah, man. Well, it's you stuck with it all these years. Obviously paid off.
It's just so like, it's crazy to just find a name that suits you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because at one time I was almost 400 pounds.
No shit.
I was 400 pounds. I mean, it's crazy. You wouldn't believe it, but yeah.
What'd you do to lose weight?
Just kept trying to.
Diet
really, my
changes and
son. My son helps me out a lot.
Really?
My son, he's he's very fit and he's into eating right and things like that. Like
Martin.
he does the fried tofu. And,
Everything.
and things like that.
Yeah.
So he helped me out a lot, and then we would go to the gym, work out.
Yeah.
But then the whole pandemic thing.
Fucked it all up.
Yeah. But I just been cautious of how I eat and paying attention to that. Because
That's cool too. You can do it with your kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, it's not the easiest thing, and turning down cakes is the hardest thing ever. Little Debbie is the devil.
Fucking zebra cakes, man. Right?
Have you heard that?
they got these little unicorn cakes.
I don't think I had those.
The problem reason why they're the devil. Let me tell you why Little Debbie's the devil. Man. These cakes cost $1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You get 12 cakes inside of a box.
Yeah.
And they're gonna finish all 12 tonight.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You could buy them today, and you would finish them today.
Gonna get some unicorn cakes.
Like these joints is crazy. What's another problem? Insomnia cookies.
I haven't had it. I've heard about it.
My cousin goes all the time.
Yeah, I've heard about it. Tell us about it, because I don't really know much.
Let me tell you, insomnia cookies is another devil. Because their cookies are so fresh that you get, listen, they got this thing called a snickerdoodle.
I love snickerdoodles.
Yo, their snickerdoodles are incredible. Their snickerdoodles are incredible. If you get a box of 6, I guarantee you're gonna eat all 6.
I'm writing snickerdoodles down. So
I'm gonna have to stay away.
It's dangerous.
They're open till like 3 in the morning.
And they got an app. This was another problem. I was in New York and I found 3 or 5 of them out there. My friend was like, nah, they got one down here.
Yeah.
And we used to go and I would go get 6, 12 cookies, and they be the warmest cookies.
You eat them
and
before
they
you
sell
get to the
milk.
car.
They sell milk in there. So you buying milk and cookies and you out. And then they could do it with the ice cream in it, or they could do it with the cream filling in it.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
We've been fucking up, dude.
Yo, I was skeptical. No, but I'll be honest. I was skeptical about the place because I'm like, why is everyone talking? It's just some cookies. Who cares? But now that you're describing it, I'm like, yeah, okay. I see.
Yeah, they got one over there by Northeastern.
Yeah.
There's over there. There's one over there. I mean, you could Google the app. I'm sure they got.
There's one in Prop. There's one at Thayer Street.
Thayer Street. Yeah, Thayer Street. Yep.
I've never been in there, but there's always a line.
I go there, then I go to the Chinese joint.
Yeah. Oh man.
And then I go to the army store, pick up a pair of pants.
Yo,
they closed that spot now.
Wow.
The army store closed, man.
Dude.
They closed.
When?
Yeah, this year, because I think it was
because of the COVID
pandemic shit. Yeah,
bro.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
I was there not too long ago.
Yeah, man. Last time I was down there, it wasn't. I noticed that too. I was like, oh shit. Yeah. That was a staple.
Yeah, well,
that was a staple. Yeah,
that's so weird too. I thought they were like because they're everywhere. The army surplus stores. I thought it was like funded by the state or something.
I don't know, man.
Because it was.
I don't know how that works.
Those are self-owned.
Yeah, I think so. It's just like a brand.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
I didn't know that. I was just there not too long ago. And I bought like 4 pair of camouflage pants.
Yeah, man. That
and
was
shorts. Matter of fact, I was just there in the summer because I had bought shorts to go to Puerto Rico.
Word.
You go see my mom.
So maybe it was more recent than they closed. If you were there in the summer, but
it had to close recently. I didn't know that. That's crazy.
I was down there
like
maybe like a month ago, and I noticed that.
But that's crazy.
Thayer Street. If you want to stay away from fucking eating bad, Thayer Street. Yo, I used to go. I go to East Side Pockets. I go to fucking Antonio's. I go to fucking Mexican joint and make a run. You know what I'm saying? fucking 2 slices of pizza, fucking burrito.
That insomnia, I'm telling you.
Oh, man. I think that's the only one we got out here.
And also on Valentine's Day, they make red velvet cookies.
I like red velvet too.
Oh my God.
I like the red velvet Oreos are fucking bomb.
Yeah.
Yo, but their chocolate chip is crazy.
Amazing. So you're a sweets guy. You like the sweets?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really into sweets as much anymore, but I used to be a fan. Like, when I was young, Twinkies and strawberry milk was my thing.
Strawberry milk's good. I haven't had strawberry milk in fucking forever.
Nestle Quick, my mom used to make that. Oh, my God.
Well, portion control is key, too. Like, you can have, you eat 2 cookies instead of fucking 10. That's what I try to do now.
It's not
It's not easy. No, I understand, but...
It's never that easy. I don't care what anybody says.
And you can't have one.
That's what I try to do.
You're better off eating Ritz crackers before you try to eat 2-3 cookies. Like, even if you bust pack, like a pack of cookies, you buy a pack of chocolate chip, chewy chocolate chip, that one row is gone.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
You're gonna take that one row. That one row. It's not like you're gonna be like 1, 2,
the row.
3. Oh, fuck it. Why not?
Just the whole fucking row, right? I gotta
that whole row is gone.
And
if you keep sitting, and if you did like I used to do, I'm Law and Order. I'm sitting there
in front of the TV,
SVU, like, oh shit, this shit's crazy.
Binge eating.
Yeah, man, it's going down. Olivia got you beat. Oh, shit. Next thing you know, you're eating 2 rows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, it's hard, man.
So what do you do to replace that nowadays?
Well, now they got different cookies. You can get
healthier,
you get the healthier Nutri-Valley cookies and things like that.
Doesn't taste as good though.
We started doing that.
Nah, the coconut joints is good, and the butter almond cookies are good.
That sounds good.
Like trust me, like I've learned how to adapt.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, but I also know how to say no.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You gotta really just know when to say no.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Like even McDonald's, McDonald's fries, it's like if you get them fresh, like if you go to McDonald's, you get the fries is fresh. Mm-hmm. I don't care about eating anything else, but them fries, if they're golden brown and they're hot, those are the best thing. Not take them home, because if you take them home, forget about it.
You can eat them in the car.
You gotta eat it as you get your joint.
They're too soggy. They get junk.
Yeah, it's over.
That and McDonald's Coca-Cola, something with the fountain Coca-Cola.
Well, I don't drink. I've been stopped drinking soda.
Yeah, I don't drink too much soda anymore.
I do crave their
seltzer water, like seltzer water and things like that. But I don't drink soda.
Chub, let me ask you: you ever I don't know if you're familiar with the McGangbang. You know what that is?
No.
All right, so I haven't had one in a long time because I try to eat healthy as possible too. The McGangbang. So what you would do is you order 2 double cheeseburgers and a McChicken. And then you take, So you basically make a sandwich with the 3. So you put the fucking McChicken in the middle of the 2 fucking double cheeseburgers and you eat it.
That sounds healthy.
It's fucking amazing. It's amazing to eat. It's so bad for you.
But that has to be when the cheeseburgers are fresh though, because sometimes they can eat cheeseburgers and the cheese is not melted. It's terrible.
I know.
You know what I mean?
And
the McChicken sometimes when you order it could be overcooked or it could be undercooked. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like a bad hit.
Yeah,
undercooked chicken.
Let me tell you though, I had a couple of those and I regretted it later on. No, trust me.
You have to make them yourself.
I'm gonna tell you what I miss though: the Big Mac. And it's really because of the sauce.
You know what I used to do? I would get the double cheese because the fucking Big Macs are messy to eat. So I would get the double cheeseburgers, 2 double cheeseburgers, no mustard, no ketchup, add mac sauce. And then you can just
you can get the mac sauce separately?
Yeah, you tell them like no ketchup, no mustard, add mac sauce, so they won't put that on. So it tastes like
on the double
Big
cheeseburger.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I'm gonna tell you another killer: Wendy's burgers.
I love Wendy's.
Oh yeah, Wendy's is the best tasting.
Wendy's
burgers was the problem because they used to do the doubles and the triples. So you could get a double or a triple, and we used to get triples. At a time, we used to eat triples. That number 1, we like get it a triple. Imagine you had 3 whole beefs of meat. That and then chili cheese fries.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's.
You had that breakfast, Wendy's?
Nah,
Oh, it's
never.
fucking bomb.
I've had a little bit of it. Yeah.
The breakfast that I don't miss is McGriddles at McDonald's.
I like those
The
McGriddles.
McGriddles, that sweetness, because I'm diabetic, that makes it even worse when you start eating that stuff.
Oh,
Get the maple inside the fucking pancake.
Yeah, man. That food. If you're trying to be healthy, that you just
It's no fast food at all, really.
I'll try to eat. If I go to Wendy's, I'll try to get the most basic shit possible.
get salad,
I get a
actually, at
salad.
Wendy's.
Yeah, I get a fucking salad. And
I just get nuggets if I had to get something on the go. I get like 10-piece nuggets.
I like the chili.
The chili's not bad. The chili's
easy.
not bad. Yeah. Well, we just plugged the shit out of fucking Wendy's.
Maybe
we'll get a
You
sponsorship.
guys deserve a check.
Yeah, we gotta get some coupons or something.
You guys deserve a check.
Give you a free Frosty.
Lifetime supply of Frosties and fucking McNuggets.
And don't forget Five Guys. Five Guys too.
Five Guys. Oh shit, I haven't had that. in
Five
forever.
Guys, Smash Burger. We just plug them all. Somebody pick it up.
Get us some food sponsorship.
Right.
Really.
Chubby Chub, how is it being like a radio actual, like having a different persona on the radio? How is that trying to like adapt to that? Because you got to find your voice.
No, it's the same thing for me. I'm always the same. I'm not animated.
Yeah. No.
But you're pretty animated on the radio and stuff.
It's not animated. It's just another level. It's just knowing how to how you say it?
It's like your delivery.
Interchange your delivery and also your energy. You know what I mean? Like right now I'm calm.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? But I could be out of nowhere. It's DJ Chubby Chub. You know what it is? It's going down, ladies and gentlemen. Put your ears. You know what I mean? Like
That's the Chubby Chub. I
you could
first
do
heard.
that in an instant.
Yeah.
It's just knowing when and where.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna be at a business meeting and be like, "Hey, yo, I'm telling you, I need this done right now. If y'all not gonna sign these papers, I don't want it." You know what I mean? Like, it's not gonna work.
I wonder
You should do that one time. Though.
for a day. You should just talk like that all day.
But it's just knowing how to, like, that's one thing that I did learn is knowing that it comes from within.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? When you try to make up a voice and you gotta talk, it's not good.
Well, it's tough, and people can pick it out too because it doesn't sound.
You do it. We're working.
Yeah,
in
I worked at
clubs.
strip club my whole life, DJing. So that's right, boys and girls, get your hands together. Monica, main stage, song number 1, get your money up. You know, you can plug it.
That's you in that voice, huh?
That's it.
We're looking for Ginger. Ginger to the stage.
Main stage, song number 1.
That's how I feel about Spanish radio stations. They be like, "Oh my God, so no, like you know, they be like, "Wow," like it just be a different type of energy.
Yep.
But I get it. Strip clubs are different.
Oh yeah, fucking for sure.
Oh, you have
I don't know what it's like being
I
a
miss
DJ
it.
at a strip
I
club.
miss it. I miss
But
it.
That's
It's
kind
fun.
of tough.
It's fun, dude.
Now, I'm sure it is. I'm
It's
just
fun.
saying
It's
the
different.
whole Bambi is up next.
I have a Bambi. Oh, well,
There's
and the
always a
fucking
Bambi.
dude,
There's always a Bambi.
The club I work at, I've been there since like 08 now, and they dude, it's fucking. We have half-hour sets, so that's all you got. 1 hour, like half hour. So if I have 60 girls, I got 30 girls in an hour and 30 girls in a half. So I got to go down the list. That's right. Bring up Monica. Fucking go down Cinnamon. Fucking Bambi. Like I go down the whole fucking like 30 fucking names. There's a lot, and it's like doesn't really make sense.
That's crazy.
Half hour on stage is fucking terrible. Fuck that.
So when you came to Boston too, you started DJing at the nightclub circuit.
I did the nightclub. So
And how did you like? I remember when I first met you, you said, I'm not really, because I had booked Chubb at a club I was working at, and I remember you said, I'm not really doing the clubs and stuff anymore.
What was it?
I mean, I've been touring. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. That's true.
Before that, I was touring. You know, I
That's true.
DJ for 50 Cent.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? This year coming up in March, it'll be it's gonna be 7 years now.
Word.
I've been DJing for him, but
Word.
this year has been a little slow due to the whole situation of what's going on in
Right.
the world.
Yeah.
But you know, that's been a blessing. Like I didn't have to be in a club. Like I was traveling all over the world. Like I mean,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've been to so many different places that why would I be in a club?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
getting
true.
paid way more money than I would get paid in a club.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I mean, that's all day, But for a while, actually, I remember, I don't know if you remember, there was a club in Providence called Jovan's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I used to have that
And-
around the corner.
That was the first club I worked at. I was a bouncer there, and I remember you coming through, and I think it was you and another DJ. I mean, this is fucking years ago.
Half pint.
Yeah, it probably was Half Pint.
Me and Half Pint.
Yeah,
Half
yeah.
Pint used to open
and I was
up
like,
for
oh
me.
shit, Chubby Chub's because I knew you from the radio, and then I remember seeing you DJ, and I distinctly remember you. You know, I'm a hip hop head, right? And I remember you playing I think you played like Helter Skelter or something like that, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, this, you know, typically you wouldn't really hear that in a nightclub, and I was like, word, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it just knowing how to present it, man. I know how to play what I gotta play to get heard. You know what I mean? What makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, and Jovan's was a blessing because I had that for years, and there used to be snowstorms and people would still be around the corner.
That was a legendary spot, man.
Like that joint was
Jovan's.
crazy.
Yeah, Jovan's, man. You know.
I mean, I had that club. I had a club also, the Pulse that used to be down in Providence. And then I had
Pulse. Yeah.
Pulse.
You
is
talk about
Central.
Pulse all the time.
Pulse.
Yeah,
Pulse. Club
Dude, I
Stars.
remember.
Club Stars used to be.
And Pulse.
Yeah. I
Pulse
remember
and Sanctuary.
Yeah, Sanctuary.
Pulse,
Yeah,
Pulse,
dude.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah.
So
And then
like for
fucking
me,
Barry's. Remember Barry's and
Yeah,
Ward?
that's a little before.
Yeah.
That's probably a little before. I don't.
Before? No, probably. This is start.
Well, he's talking
after.
Yeah, no, Barry's. I don't think Barry's was probably before those though. Maybe
there
around
was
the same time.
there was another club in
Stars.
Pawtucket.
Pulse.
It was called Cosmopolitan. I used to do Sunday
I remember
nights.
the name. I never been there, but I
Yeah,
remember the
that
name.
used to be crazy.
Yo,
We
Pulse
used
was
to do-
fucking crazy.
Like Providence had the best nightlife. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Yeah.
Like the parties was, you know, Boston had parties, but Providence had a whole different live situation. Like the energy and the people from Boston used to
come
come
down
to
all the
Prov.
time. Yeah,
like you know what I mean. Like that's what made it dope. You know, the women. You know,
It was big. Well, Rhode Island, because you can bounce around so much. Like, we go to bars, you go to 12 bars in fucking
Yeah, because it's so small. You know, Boston's bigger and
bounce around.
Yeah.
Providence is very.
But you like DJing? Would you say you enjoyed the nightlife scene?
yeah, I love DJing in the clubs. That was my thing, man. You know, shoot, I can remember the first time when I did a joint in New Bedford with Jay-Z and
Oh, back in the day.
yeah, with Jay and Source Money. They performed and Lost Boys, but a kid got killed that night at the party.
Word.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, man, that shit used to happen quite frequently, even in improv too. You know, I know in Boston. I mean, but the nightclub scene. I mean, right now, I mean, I fucking miss it, man. To be honest with you,
We all do, I think.
Nah, I miss clubs.
You know,
I miss that 100%.
Just the action, you know?
the
I
action,
mean,
the scene.
even now, like, when I work 4 days a week at the strip club. So when I'm there, it's like I'm out. So when I come home, I don't do shit. I just stay home. But now I don't have that anymore because I don't go to work. Everybody's still fucking unemployed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Hopefully one day in the near future we can get back to some kind of
Yeah,
normalcy.
it's gonna be a while.
I think so too. And with the
Too much
shows
of a-
too.
It's too much of a fear factor.
Yeah, I know.
It's
You're
a
right.
fear factor, even with arm distance and
The vaccine. They're
separation,
talking about the,
and
the vaccines
social
and stuff.
distancing. Like that vaccine ain't gonna do nothing with this next strand
Yeah,
that's
I
going
know.
on
I just
right
saw that. Yeah.
now. Like it's just so overwhelming after a while.
Yeah, no.
What,
you're
did it
right.
mutate the thing?
Yeah, I guess in Europe, the UK and stuff, in France, they're saying there's a mutated strain that people are.
It's another strand that's
They haven't even
supposed to
fixed
be
the first
worse.
one
I
yet.
know, dude. It's fucking
Right.
crazy,
So
man.
what good is taking vaccine if we still got to worry about the other one?
Yeah.
I know. That's a good point.
Take a vaccine, you grow another ear or something.
Yeah.
Like you would think the vaccine, all right, we're done. We're good.
Yeah, we're good.
We get back to it by the time summer comes around, the heat is on, we great.
That's what the hope was. You know, that's what the hope was, at least.
It's
You
not
know?
gonna happen. It's not. It's too much of a fear factor. Even for elderly people, it's a fear factor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's definitely, it's not easy. It's not gonna be an easy situation for anybody to overcome. To be in a room. I mean, I've seen people in clubs. Like, don't get me wrong. Like Texas, they had clubs.
Florida.
Miami,
Yeah.
Orlando.
Oh, yeah,
right
Florida.
now,
Florida's open.
Yeah. They got parties going on this weekend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They got parties next week already for
Yeah.
New Year's Eve. But I'm just saying, like, it's not ever gonna be the amount of people you would see in a club again.
It probably might not. It might not ever.
Well,
You know
they're
what I'm
saying
saying?
too. We might have to accept a long-term reality with wearing masks all the time.
Oh no, that's definitely
You know what
gonna
I'm
be
saying?
forever.
Like they do in China.
I got my mask right here. I ain't playing that.
Yeah.
I'm playing that at all. I'll double mask. I don't play that at all. Like that's
Now-
that's a scary feeling.
Now, if someone offered you, a spot to DJ a club right now, like say down in Florida, would you do it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I mean? The biggest thing is all money ain't good money.
Yeah.
Good.
You know what I'm saying?
But you fuck around and get sick, you go there.
Right. Like,
You're gonna roll that dice.
Yeah.
you know, it's people that's dying from that. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's really not you're dying just from that. It's, you know, people that that get sick, they don't go to the hospital, so they don't really get checked.
Right.
Yeah.
Men don't really get checked.
Yeah, I don't.
You know what I'm saying? That's sad.
I didn't for a long time until I had a health scare, and then now I stay on top of it.
I never play with the hospital. Like I get sick, anything. I don't feel well. I'm going to the hospital.
Just to see.
It's not a game for me.
Better be
Like I
safe
can't
than sorry.
afford to feel like I'm congested or I can't breathe or I don't feel well or a ligament don't work or something's not moving. Like I gotta go. I can't play. Because anything, especially the older you get, anything can be anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It could be an artery in your leg and you don't even know.
True.
It stops your heart. It could be, you know, you ate something and it just clogged up something. You don't know that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to do these tests. Like, it don't make no sense. Even those that get cancer and don't realize because they had these problems with their colonoscopy. Nobody wants to do a colonoscopy.
Yeah. It's not a pleasant thing.
saying?
I don't think anyone looks forward to that. You know?
I'm not saying it's the best thing in the world, but it has to be done.
It's necessary.
Better,
Yeah,
better
it's
than
necessary.
better than fucking dying. They can stop the cancer.
Like, it's like, you know, my theory is it's like those that don't know how to swim and you die from drowning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could prevent it. Learn how to swim.
Or don't go in the fucking water.
Yeah, but it's not
like
just,
a situational
it can
type
happen,
of thing.
though. You know what I mean? Look, there's water right here.
Yeah.
You don't know what you could be doing and end up in the water. If you can't swim, what you gonna do?
Fucking drown.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It could be some kind of shit that you got to get to the other side, no matter what.
Yeah.
That's the other side where you'll be more safer than being over here. You got to figure that out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you got pains and you scared, you're going to tell me you're going to take Motrin and you're going to be all right tomorrow. No, that's not the thing.
You just mask it.
Or you not even masking it because you don't know what that real cause is.
Yeah.
That's why these tests are there. Get them done.
Yeah.
Like, don't be afraid. Go to the hospital. I go to the hospital. I don't play.
Yeah.
Well, you don't want to wait till it's too late to be in a bad situation. I've learned.
I've thought about it too. Like
I didn't go to the doctors for years, man. Probably fucking 10 years or whatever. And like I said, I had a health situation, and that woke me the fuck up to a lot of things. But you're right. I mean, if you don't feel well, like you really don't feel well,
play with it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you stay on top of your health.
Yeah, like you said, because you don't know. It could just be, I have a headache. I'm just gonna take a Tylenol. But it might not be. It could be a fucking brain aneurysm or something. You don't know.
Exactly. Yeah. Aneurysm had my sister had an aneurysm.
Oh, really?
Thank God she didn't get a stroke or anything like that. But she had a vessel that popped. You see what I'm saying?
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, but that's because sometimes people take other people's problems on themselves.
Yes, stress.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's certain things that you could avoid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We all go through certain things where bills are not paid and that's the stress and this can't get done. But, at the end of the day, you got to let the faith be what it is.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you try to kill yourself over something that you can't control, it's going to kill you.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah, stress is the killer.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the worst thing.
Yeah.
Depression and stress is the worst thing.
I agree.
Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I ain't never had a bad day. Fuck that. I had it. But I'm not gonna let it get to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not possible because life is too short. Look.
Yeah.
Well, you never get out of it. You're always gonna be in a rut.
Ecstasy from Houdini died in his sleep.
I saw that. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. That's crazy.
I saw that.
He's young. He's not even old.
Yeah.
Today Tito Rojas died, a Spanish artist, 65 years old, still young.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? If you don't help yourself, it's inevitable to happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you can only blame yourself.
Yeah. You gotta take care of yourself.
That's
man.
gonna be between you and God when you get there. If you believe in God, that's between you and Him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I believe in God, and I know for a fact that I'm here for a reason, and I gotta stick for that reason.
No doubt. We got family and everything too. You got to look out for.
You know what I mean? And it makes no sense to just let yourself go. Over dumb shit.
Yeah.
Oh, most of the stuff doesn't even matter.
It's really men though. Like
you're right. Men hold it all in and fuck.
Men try to be Hercules and we could get this doing. We don't got to do that. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm great. No, fuck that. I don't feel well. I'm going to the hospital.
Just in case.
Yeah, no, well,
It makes sense.
I think the bottom line is stay on top of your health.
Yeah,
definitely.
Health is your wealth.
Exactly, I agree with you. I can't agree more. And like I said, stay on top of your health. Get yourself checked out. Exercise, eat as healthy as you can. It's not easy. We talked about that.
Yeah,
but,
it's not easy.
But if you try to maintain.
No Big Mac chicken.
Yeah, no gangbangs.
I don't know about that gangbang.
Don't binge out on insomnia cookies. You know what I'm saying?
that's. Oh man, I had to stop that shit.
Now I want to go get cookies and fucking.
You have to try it. Yeah,
Nah, them
crazy.
cookies is
I gotta
shit.
try it fresh. I had my cousins. I had them. I had one, but it was good. But I was like left. It wasn't from the place. Like it wasn't right there on the spot.
Oh no.
She brought it home and I ate one.
That joint is like McDonald's. You
gotta get it
there on the way out. Like pay for it and on the way out.
They're still warm. They cookies like
Right.
bend over and shit.
It's so like, it's literally like you pick it up and it's
folding,
like
right?
Folding, moist, like
The
my
chocolate's
God.
liquid.
Sounds incredible.
I got butterball cookies in the
Sounds
kitchen.
incredible.
So Chubby Chub, you did you opened up for Britney Spears and you DJed for Khalees as
Yes.
well.
How was that experience? Yeah.
Well, that was before the whole Britney went crazy
Okay.
aspect.
Okay.
That was
I don't really know what happened to Britney. Besides she went crazy, but that was like
Yeah, I don't really
the
know what she.
boyfriend
Yeah, that boyfriend
situation,
fucked her all up.
K-Fed or something like that. Was
Yeah.
it that dude?
The boyfriend is what girls
them all
go
up.
crazy over guys.
Yeah.
And guys go crazy over girls.
Right.
It's vice versa.
Yeah.
It's depending who's being more in control.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But love is scary, man.
No doubt.
Love is definitely scary. But yeah, I got the DJ. So what happened was I DJ for Khalees during the Tostic tour for Britney Spears, and we got to open up, and I was the DJ before the show started, and
Oh, it's probably crazy back then.
I mean, that was the first time I ever got in front of 75,000 people. I was at the Staples Center. That was the first show. It was at the Staples Center, LA, and that joint was crazy. Little girls were going crazy.
Yeah.
And I mean, they were nuts. Like, I couldn't even explain that chill that I got from that. Hair stood up. Like, you know what I mean? From me playing, and they was in love with it, and they were singing, and knowing certain songs and getting people, like young girls, to sing is like crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got mothers, and they're with their kids, and they're all singing, and you see it. Like, the lights is, it's a blessing.
Intense.
Yeah. A lot of energy.
Yeah, and it's definitely a change from doing like hip hop clubs to doing stadiums with pop stars.
Yeah, it's a definitely different situation because Khalees herself is, she's her own like pop R&B.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Definitely.
And she's well loved overseas, big
fan base overseas.
Yeah, she's big.
Now you guys, was that a world tour?
Yeah, it was a world tour. It went overseas and everything. I was at on radio, and while I was gone, Static used to cover for me.
Yep.
Static Selector.
Yep.
So
No doubt. And so how did you come about DJing for 50?
So with Fifth, I don't know if you know, but I was the first person to break 50's music on radio.
I didn't know that. Actually,
Yeah.
I think Ray might have told me that recently. But
So I was the one that was playing a lot of his music before people even, started to really listen to him. I was playing stuff off the mixtapes and cleaning it myself. And but that's not how I got it. It's just that was the relationship. But it so happens he was looking for a new DJ, and it was an audition. It was me, myself, and two other DJs.
okay,
And I got the job.
word. Well,
Thank God.
yeah, I mean that's a great gig, man. 50's a legend. Been a fan for years, and just something else to add to the resume, right?
Yeah, no shit. Well, what would go into being an audition? Would you just send them to like a mix,
No,
or would you
you have to
do
do
it
it.
live?
You have to
I
do it in
was
person.
there.
You have to do it in person.
So it was a list of his songs, and you got to put them together.
Yeah.
Put his show together.
And you've toured with him pretty much all over the world, right?
I've been all over. I've been in places I can't even pronounce.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been on jets. I've been, it's a blessing, man. Honestly, like I've never knew DJing for him would have been that kind of an experience.
Yep.
Still, like
Yep.
to this day, like his his fame is big.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
He came before COVID. I was working at a live music venue, Big Night Live in Boston.
I was there.
Yeah. I didn't see you. I didn't see you, but I know.
The live music, bro. I was DJing there that day.
Yeah. And I remember that show was crazy though. He killed it. You know what I'm saying? But you're absolutely right. I mean, his fan base is still, he's gonna pack the place no matter what. It's 50 Cent, legend
but
in the
like
game.
when you see it overseas, it's like not like we're gonna see that ever again. But like, I was in front of 100,000 people, and they're just like hands and mounds of people, and it's just so crazy, man.
They don't get it all the time either. I think that's part of it,
I mean, we've been to Morocco, we've been to Corsica. It's like this little place on a corner of Italy on the map, and like that was a whole island, and the whole island was at this party. Like this shit was crazy, man. Like the shit that I've seen is crazy. Like the parties and shows I've done, like, it's he get hired by Middle Eastern kings and prince and shit like that.
Sultans,
you know what I mean?
shit
Like
that.
like this shit is crazy. Like this shit, like Jet ready. All right, we out here. All right, we gone and came back the same day. Like come on, you don't hear those shit like that. That shit's crazy.
And it came full circle for you too, because you broke his music, you said, on the radio, and then now you end up DJing for him down the line.
Yeah, that's the crazy part.
That's the universe at work. I think life has a funny way of working like that.
And I could say, for me, it's been even more of a pleasure because I've DJ'd for for the best of them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, Jay,
fucking
Fat
legends.
Joe,
old legends.
Nori. Who else? Nas. I DJ for Nas. I DJ'd Foxy. I DJ for a few other people. Oh, Jadakiss I've DJ for on behalf of my man Technician, the DJ.
No doubt.
Ghostface on behalf of Technician. I've been blessed to be able to touch stages with different artists.
Yeah. Do you have any stories that you could tell?
Yeah,
about what?
Like any celebrity stories, like funny stories or something like that? Anything that happened when you're traveling or?
I mean, the only thing that I could probably say, one time we went to, I went with Ghost to, where did we go, man? It was somewhere, Netherlands. I think we went to Netherlands. And craziest thing, he got paid and it was a rainstorm. And they had to cancel the show.
Yeah,
he couldn't perform because of the lightning. And
was it outside?
It had to be.
It was outside, and they didn't want it to hit the thing. And he was like, "Yo, we out." I was like, "We out? We out? We ain't even doing nothing. We out? Like, nah, we out." They was like, "Nah, we can't perform." I was like, "Word? Yo, we came all this way for nothing."
Was that just a one and done type deal? We just go to
It was just
show?
that one done
show.
and going to another city.
Wow.
And that was the craziest shit.
Like, here you go, bye.
Where were you going next? Where were you going next after that? Do you remember?
I think I came back because Tech had the rest of the show. I think it was that one show that Tech couldn't go.
Okay.
That one would
So
go.
you were just filling in to go to the Netherlands. You get there and then, we can't even do the show.
I was like, this is bullshit.
Right? I heard the Netherlands, they party fucking hard too out
Yeah,
there.
probably. Well, that's where Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Amsterdam's popping.
Yeah, you do any shows out there? Is that where the show was?
I did shows with 50 out there.
Oh, word. Yeah, man. I've never been, but one
Denmark. We went to Denmark.
Yeah.
We went to mad places, man. I mean, I'm on my 5th passport.
Right.
Chubby Chub's international, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get it twisted.
I have those stamps, man. I've been blessed.
Yeah.
That's great, man. You have a storied career. I mean, DJing for all these legends. Ghostface, one of my favorites.
That's a blessing. You know what I mean? Like, I always say, the blessings that you have is just you got to accept it for what it's worth. You know what I mean? And thank God that you have that ability to be able to touch people.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of, what kills me is when the DJ feel like he's hot. Like he's hot in the city, right? But you're really not hot because if you just DJ in downtown Boston, that don't make you hot.
Yeah.
You ain't
just
DJing Worcester. You ain't DJing Springfield. You ain't DJing Lawrence. You ain't DJing Lowell. You ain't DJing Providence.
You local, like Queen Latifah said, right?
You know what I mean? You just fortunate to be downtown.
Yeah.
I did downtown. I did Aria for
Oh yeah, I know. Aria.
6 years. Like I had a Tuesday night that was out of control. Like you know, for me, it makes it different because I really work. You know what I mean? Like I put in work. Like I make sure that every person that come to see me has a good time. Like I didn't just play just because I got paid that night. No, I played because it's what I felt and the passion.
Yeah, you put the effort in.
And I'm gonna always make that count.
Yeah, that's a real artist, a real DJ.
You know what I mean? These
real
cats
professional.
nowadays, they just DJing and
Press
well,
play.
I did my joint. I got my bottle. I got my friends in.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. I'm gone.
We talk about it all the time. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's no really getting the people to really like you.
Yeah.
There's no way for you to show that you really matter.
Yeah, yeah. They don't put the effort in.
So it's hard to DJ with your hands in the air.
Yeah, right. Or I mean, dude, like you get these pre-recorded. We don't have to go on a tangent, but you see these pre-recorded. They play the pre-recorded sets. They go to the bar.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
fucking
that's
outside. You know what I mean? Like
I don't got no pre-recorded in my computer.
You know?
Like people be having all kind of pre-records in their joint.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, I don't understand that at all.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a thing now. It's technology has made it so easy, and there's so many DJs because of it, I think. It's a gift and a curse, right?
If it was still vinyls, you wouldn't have anywhere near as many DJs.
No, not at
but
all.
it's
Yeah,
technology.
but if you have vinyl,
It's technology
it
that.
wouldn't even matter. Like it'd be too much.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Think
you're right.
about it now. Like when
Well, it makes it easier to have
when
an hard
vinyl
drive.
was being carried around, you had 5 crates.
Yeah.
So your 5 crates was hip hop, old school hip hop, reggae, R&B, and then another miscellaneous crate.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? That's just how I had it, right?
Yeah.
Now it's salsa, bachata, dembow, guaracha, EDM, trap.
Yeah. There's so many genres.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's no way.
Yeah, there's no. Well, yeah.
It's no way.
Yeah, you're playing everything.
Yeah.
But when a DJ tells me that has a computer and he goes, "Yo, I played everything." No, you played the 10 hot songs that you felt was the reason to play that now
Yeah.
ahead of time. You see what I'm saying? Because if you say, I got, how many songs you got on your computer? 2,500? That's you just got a minimum.
The minimum.
Yeah.
I have 75,000. And I mean instrumentals, cleans,
Everything.
acapellas, all that shit.
Yeah, that's why I probably got like 90,000 maybe. But on all the hard
You know what
drives.
I'm
And it's
saying?
easy.
He's talking about one, and that's on one
On
computer.
one computer.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about one computer.
you got everything, man.
I got everything. Like I don't got everything either.
Yeah,
I,
you don't have everything.
I don't got
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
because
yeah.
it's still a couple of records. Like there's a couple of rock records I be missing.
Yeah.
It'd be a couple of 80s records I may be missing.
Yeah.
You know, it's you don't get everything, but I can hold my own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I won't fall short.
Yeah.
On nothing. Like I don't gotta go search for songs.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I know that no matter whatever of type of event that I'm gonna play at, I have that.
Yeah.
Even if it's a nondescript
Yeah.
event, I'm gonna be all right.
Yeah.
If I gotta play Frank Sinatra, I got
You
that.
got that. Yeah.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? If
yeah.
I gotta play Grease, I got that.
No doubt.
Like if I gotta play 70s or Motown, 60s, I got that.
That's
like
a true DJ, though, man.
you know what I'm saying? So my thing is knowing how to always implement my music.
Yeah.
And I'm always ahead. Like I'm always with that.
Yeah. You're more than one step ahead. You're 100 steps ahead.
That's what I'm saying. So when
Yeah.
when DJs be like, "Yo, I played everything," you ain't play everything. You just played the hottest records, bro.
Right, the top
There's
40.
other records. Like nobody always wants to hear the hottest 10 records.
Oh,
right
I
away.
don't.
I know.
Show that you know how to DJ. Pick other records that people forgot about. How about make people remember? Damn, you remember hearing this?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you're going to be diverse too. You can't just listen to one type of genre either.
No.
You have
Yeah,
to
that's
know
the problem.
You have to know everything.
That's why it's fucked up too. Because when I was growing up, it was the hip hop DJ. Then it was the house DJ. Then it was the reggae DJ. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. For each genre.
I had to learn all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had to really learn everything. Like, I just couldn't just play one thing. This computer situation with Serato makes you have to play everything.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be a reason why you can't do a wedding.
Right. I was going to ask you about that, too, about the weddings.
Yeah, I do weddings.
Yeah.
I mean, this year, like 5 of them got canceled.
Right.
You know what I mean? It sucks, but, you know, I got next year, hopefully. Well, I definitely got 2 next year for sure.
Word.
They was like, even if it's a small party, we're still doing it.
Yeah. People are still going to get married, you know.
But a lot of people didn't get married. And a lot of people just went straight to City Hall.
Yeah. A friend of mine was saying that recently, who got engaged. But I think that's a blessing, too, I guess, of the technologies that you can carry so much music at one time. And like you said, you wouldn't be able to...
It's a gift and a curse.
You wouldn't be able to do that with
well,
you'd have to have fucking 150 crates of records, you know? And it'd just be impossible. So I guess that's what you got to take from it.
It's a gift and a curse.
It is a gift and a curse.
Imagine if you had to carry more than 6 crates.
That's crazy. I mean, it's
out of the country or out of the out of the city.
Yeah. And you're torn
on a plane.
Yeah, and
your budget.
Yeah,
your budget is out the window.
Oh yeah. That's a good way to look at it. Really.
Yeah.
I remember one year when I did Memorial Weekend. I had 5 crates that I took to go to Memorial Weekend. And this is right after 9/11. And this is when they started charging, I think, about $100, $75 a crate. With the weight and everything, it came up to about $1,200.
Damn, just to bring the records.
$1,200 when I got there, right?
Wow.
And this is 2005 because this is the same year I ended up getting Serato when I got back. So I get to Miami and DJ Ruckus is opening up for me.
Yep.
He's from Prov.
Yep.
And he has Serato. And I'm like, yo, where's your records? He's like, nah, this is what I'm using right here. I was like, what? He had a computer. He had his needles and the records that came to the Serato. I said, yo, you don't got no records? He's like, nah, this is it right here. He packed this shit up and left. He met me at the other party because he was opening up for me during that weekend. As soon as I finished, I talked to him. I was like, yo, how that shit work? He's like, it's this. Now it's like, oh, word? Got back. I was like, this is some bullshit. I'm getting that shit.
Yeah.
I'm getting that shit.
You're lugging crates around. You just got to take a laptop.
He just had a laptop, his knapsack, 2 records, and the box, because at the time you had to walk around with the Serato box. I was like, yo, this is some bullshit. And he's like, yo, this is all you need. I was like, get the fuck out of here, yo.
Get 6 crates. It cost you $1,200.
Yeah, I mean, fuck that, dude.
You got a backpack.
I mean, that again, the blessing. That's the blessing of it. You know, it's just
speed too.
Yeah, you can travel
way faster.
Just put your shit on, boom, boom, go to this spot, go to that spot. You want, DJ a show, you DJ the club after. You don't got to worry about carrying all that shit around. You know, you can fucking hop in an Uber and there you go.
And don't cost you $1,200. You got to carry on.
Yeah, but if you lose that computer, it's gonna cost you $3,200.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like even a misplacement of your computer or your computer crashes, you fucked up. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? You don't got two laptops with you.
Yeah. I've done it where I forgot my fucking cord before.
Yeah,
man,
I've done that.
That's the worst.
I had to have people come, go to Walmart, buy me a fucking.
So here's the curse.
Generic cord, bring it over to the club.
Nah,
I only got like a couple hours.
The worst is not having your plug, and the computer you have is more updated than the person that's there.
Yeah.
And it's already 10 o'clock. What are you going to do? Can't do nothing. There's no way to buy a fucking plug at.
Yeah, 10 o'clock at night on a Saturday or something.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah.
That's why you need to learn how to carry an external for certain shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For certain shit, I have an external. Just in case if anything happens. I bought that little SSD joint.
Yeah.
And I just have everything on there just in case.
Yeah, I got 2 backups. That's one right there.
Yeah. You gotta have the backups.
Like 2 terabytes. I've done that. I've lost. Actually, fucked up story. Leaving the club, I put the bag. It was like Christmas time, like maybe like 9 years ago, and I put my bag in the back, and I had both of my hard drives because I let another DJ use it because he wanted to take the music from me. So he gave me it back that day. I looked back, the fucking hatch opened up on the car because there's all Christmas shit in there, and it didn't close. So my laptop was gone. Fucking both of my hard drives are gone.
Really?
Yeah, it fell right out of the back because some girl had a Christmas tree in the back of her car, and I'm driving. I didn't realize it, like the fake one. And I look back, and it's fucking thing. We walked the street. Like I only made it from Mardi Gras to Center Stage. That's how far I drove. Like fucking, not even a block, dude.
Did you find them?
No. So with Christmas, there was like fucking, they had like $2,000 in that fucking bag too, and they had my laptop and all of my music, everything, dude. That was bad. I was pissed.
That's a hit.
I would have been sick.
I was sick.
If I didn't have my shit backed up,
bad.
Because it'd be that day where you be like, oh, I ain't back it up. I'll back it up later.
Oh, yeah, you never happened.
That shit ain't make it home. You assed out like fat bitches in bikini.
So, Chubb, you made some TV appearances too, most notably Regis and Kelly. How was that?
Oh, that was dope.
Yeah.
Regis and Kelly was dope. Carson Daly was dope.
Yeah, Carson Daly's another one.
Saturday Night Live was dope.
Oh, shit, I didn't even see that.
Oh, yeah,
Saturday Night Live with Khalees. That was dope.
Dope,
I've done Rap City. I've done BT. I've done 106 in Park. I did a lot of TV, man. I've been blessed.
Yeah, man, that's
even with 50, we did Regis and Kelly too.
Yeah. Yeah, Saturday Night Live must have been fun.
Yeah, that must have been really fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's always dope. Like, the energy is nice from the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be able to have that experience is dope. Like, even in Brazil, like, I've done, TV because of Brazil during, because of the album that I'm working on.
I was going to ask you about that, too.
And things like that. So, I've been able to enjoy that, too.
Oh, yeah. And you came out with over 1,000 mixtapes, too, I read.
1,000 mixtapes.
That's great.
That's a lot of mixtapes.
That's
a notable achievement.
I got, and that's not even counting the ones that I've hosted.
Yeah.
Like, I've done a lot of people's mixtapes where I hosted their mixtapes. But I'm talking about me selling mixtapes myself, mixtapes and mix CDs.
Yep.
They're my own choice.
How do you feel about the mixtape game now? Like, I know, like our boy Crazy Ray, for example, he still, he puts them out pretty steady, and the blends, and that's like a niche market that people still like. And then you got Crook, like, another friend that, he's out there still hustling the mixtapes. But the mixtape scene it's not what it was like back in the day.
It's not, because now you got to figure cars are now more updated where everything is a USB.
Right.
Or you could
just
Bluetooth everything from your phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to have a whole CD and give it to somebody, nobody cares no more.
Well, eventually they're not even gonna probably put CD players in cars.
No,
really.
they don't. I don't think.
They don't
I think the newer models. I don't think
they don't have them at all. Like, it's obsolete.
Yeah.
Like right now, that's like a tape.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got my tape decks. I still got my tape decks, so I'm good.
Like vintage joints.
Huh?
Like vintage, like cassette decks.
Yeah, I got joints that I bought. That they Tascams.
Yeah.
But they're like expensive at the time.
Yeah.
They were like $1,000.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got two of those, and I still burn my tapes. Now I'm burning my tapes and I put them on USB.
I heard that. Yeah. So you don't you have one with like all your mixtapes on? Or
I got what it is. I got 10 of my mixtapes on a USB.
Yeah.
But then I got another 40 mixes of everything that I did for this past year.
Okay. That's what Crook was talking about, doing some USB stuff.
Yeah, well, I think he was saying, the
like
USB
instead of giving CDs,
is
you're
one
gonna
of
put
the
them on.
That's
the
what
new wave. That's the new wave.
The new wave is that, or you're gonna have to share the link.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? And even then, eventually, they're not even probably gonna have USBs in the cars. I think everything mostly Bluetooth.
That's why everything on phones is what you're able to do is create links.
Yeah.
These links,
Right,
like Google Drive,
Yep.
and things like that, where people could just go to the joint and take it and listen to it.
Well, how do you think like these guys are keeping the CDs alive? Do you think that's something that's they'll be able to do for the future?
I mean, CDs are gonna still be alive because a lot of people don't have brand new cars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of people that you see a lot of
I got a
cars
C player
out.
in my car. Yeah.
There's a lot of cars out here that's not brand new. Like, not everybody got a brand new car.
Right,
That
right.
shit ain't gonna happen. Like,
Right.
Especially not in this time right now.
Right,
like
exactly.
if you got a brand new car, you saved up some good money. You know what I'm saying? I swore I was gonna get me a 2020 brand new this year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that ain't gonna happen. I'll wait.
Yeah. Well, I guess you got to go with the times, but I think a lot of people too. There's a maybe it's a niche market, but people like to have the hard copies. I know that.
Some people do. There's some people that'll take a CD. There's people that ask me for a CD to this day. Like, you think you can make me a CD? I was like, man, if I make you a CD, man, that's gonna take forever.
It's a whole different process.
I ain't doing one CD, man. Like, I don't have that, man.
You see what the vinyl too. The vinyl's maintained. Like there's a lot of vinyl collectors, a lot of artists
right now.
putting out.
The biggest thing about vinyl is 45s.
Really?
The 45s is like the biggest thing. Like I'm not buying no more records.
Really?
I'm not doing that.
How many records would you say you have in your collection? Roughly.
I got a whole storage that's about as this big as
really? Just filled with vinyl
from there to right here.
That's great,
it's
man.
All filled with records.
Wow.
I still got my records, and they're not in order. Like my shit is
it's not alphabetized.
Stacked up, it's crazy. But if I want to look for something, I'll go look for it. Like I'm not saying in general that I would find whatever, but if I could bump into a gem and be like, "Ooh, I need to burn that."
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I do a lot because I'm from an era where promo copies had different versions that a lot of people wouldn't have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's, the era I come from is different.
Yeah. Now you received a platinum plaque for Young Ma, the old joint. Did you break that song?
I was the first person to play that in Boston.
Okay, word. That was a big track.
We got and I got another plaque for Little Baby.
Oh, really?
For his album.
Word.
Nice. Yeah. I didn't know they gave plaques out for breaking records and stuff like that.
That's how I got all my plaques.
Really?
All my plaques is from me breaking records.
Oh, no shit.
Not playing it, elaborating on them.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? You gotta be consistent.
Yeah.
Like they're not just gonna give you a plaque just to give you a plaque.
Yeah. You gotta. You're saying like consistently playing the song,
playing the same song for as long as it takes.
How do they keep track of that?
They have BDS spins. They have the marketing and the notifications
from the radio,
from different radios all over the world. It's called BDS, and they detect all the songs, how many times the songs get played. But they could tell you who does early detection. That's how I got plaques.
Okay,
because I broke a lot of artists' music before it became really hot.
Yeah,
so I was like one of the early goers on a lot of records.
Yeah. Okay. So people come to you like in the they say, okay, this is the Boston market, or New England, and they come to you with the tracks and say, yo, Chub, you break this?
Nah, what it is I get music and I listen to all the music I get.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I listen to artists, I listen to everybody, see what's what, and if I feel it has some kind of legs to it, I'm gonna mess
You're just gonna play it.
Yeah. Like if it's something that sounds strong and I think females is gonna adapt to it. That's what I'm on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
I didn't realize it was in depth like that.
Hey, it's still out there. Some labels still have a budget.
Yeah.
Some don't, but some do.
Yeah.
So, you want to talk a little bit about your new Brazilian project?
Yeah,
We Love Baile Funk.
Yeah, We Love Baile Funk.
Yeah, talk about that.
So I did a collaboration with a lot of young Brazilian artists. Mm-hmm. The album still's not finished yet because, funds and everything that happened with pandemic right now. So it's kind of tough. But, I shot two videos. I redid Spring Love Over and I had Stevie B on it. Mm-hmm. That was a dope joint.
Is that the one with the video?
I got two videos.
Okay.
So I got the other one is with the guy from City of Gods. So if
the movie?
The movie?
Yeah, the movie.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
So I had I forgot his name. Wow. He's the main character in
the little kid.
The kid, not the little kid. He got a little older and he was the one that got killed at the end in the City of Gods.
Yep.
He was the mustache, the dark skin kid.
Yeah.
So he was he was in the movie. I had him in my video. And it's a hell of a video. It's called Come Over. I can't remember the name of my song. How crazy is that?
What's on YouTube though, right? The video.
Yeah, the video's on there.
Just type in Chubby Chub on YouTube and it'll
DJ Chubby Chub. You can subscribe to my YouTube as well. That's crazy. But
that's all right. That happens.
You'd be thinking on the way home.
I had this kid, Dynasty. He sings on the record. And the video is dope. Video. We shot it in the favelas. You know,
that must have been an experience.
Favelas, you can't just go up there unless you got
permission,
connection.
Right? Yeah,
you know what I mean. And so happens that I have people that are out there. And I've been in Brazil since 2007.
Okay,
and just doing parties and stuff like that, and clubs. And they set me up, and I did shoot 3 videos. The 3rd video hasn't got done. It hasn't got finished getting mastered. I know I wasn't crazy.
How would you do?
We shot 2 videos in the favelas. One favela and then another favela. But yeah, that joints is an experience. Like,
what
love is crazy.
What led you to get into Brazilian music specifically, and how would you describe the sound of it?
Brazilian music is like listening to dembow, in its same repetition of da 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 da. It has that same repetitious type feel, but they have more percussion to their music. For say, like it's a little bit more faster, more into the twerking. But now it's like Brazilian music moved to 150 BPM. So it's like way faster, but it still sounds hard. So their music is like, the gravitation of that music, what really caught me, I ain't gonna lie, was I go to the club. They bring me to the club before I go to a club, before I go play. And this club in Rio, they was dancing to funk, Brazilian funk. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this?
So you had never heard it?
That was my first time hearing it. So the guys was like, yo, you need to go over here so you can hear this music and see what it's like. And when I heard it, I was like, this shit is crazy. Like the whole energy of seeing the people and the girls, like watching the girls dance. I was like, yo, this music needs to come back to the States. Mm-hmm. And I got the music and I was coming right back to it. Like I brought it back over here. I was probably one of the first people that started playing it in the U.S.
How was the reception? I mean, there's a lot of Brazilian people in the States. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of Brazilian people. After I came back,
especially New England
that.
too.
Yeah, and Lowell, there was like I lived in Lowell for a while, and there's a lot of Brazilian people out there. There's a lot of Brazilian people down in Lynn and Saugus and things like that.
Fall River.
Mm-hmm. So, like, the love is real. Like, you know what I mean? The music is just such a genre that anybody that's looking for like an eye opener to music, I suggest listening to that.
Okay.
Even if you don't understand the words, because it's in Portuguese.
Portuguese,
so,
right? Yeah.
I'm Puerto Rican, and I understand
some of it.
Más o menos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm more for that understanding of it, but it's just the culture, like the actual culture of the music and how, because a lot of the young artists are like, the rappers that you got here are like those over there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But in their own way.
Gotcha.
Like, my man, young guy, MC Long, I got a record with him and Nori. That's hard.
On the album?
On the album, it's called Skunk. So it's like, it's Skunk. And then there's another kid, MC Jean and MC Kevin. And I got a couple of other people that's on the project that is crazy. Like I got a record with Uncle Murder and one of these guys.
Dope.
I got Mano and
nice.
and a girl from here. Marcella Cruz. She's on my album. She's from Boston and she's on the record with Mano. And it's just being able to collaborate and give people a different feel of what's going on.
Yeah, that's cool, man. It's something different. And your idea, I guess, was to take artists from there and collab with artists from here. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, everyone should check that out. So you don't know when the album's actually going to come out because it got pushed back.
I mean, right now,
pandemic.
everything's so ugly right now because even trying to travel to Brazil isn't a thing right now.
Right.
Yeah.
It's, this whole pandemic thing is not it. But, hopefully, who knows? God willing, we could probably be able to quarantine studios and make things happen.
Yeah. Well, a friend of ours we just recently interviewed went to Australia. He's an actor, and he had to fly to Australia, quarantine for 2 weeks, and then shoot his stuff for the TV series. So it's people are doing it. It's just a different.
It's a process. It's a process.
Yeah, it's a fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah, I mean,
imagine having to go there. You're gonna film. You can't even do nothing. You're gonna still go there and wait 12 days.
I mean, I guess if it's worth it,
Well,
you got to do what you got to do.
When you're making movies, I'm pretty sure.
And that leads me into how do you see the future of everything, the music industry, DJing, and everything that's going on with that? How do you see the future of that with this pandemic and COVID and
I mean,
where do you see it going?
Is leave it in God's hand, man. I can't even predict what it would be. Like I wish that we could get back to it and we just move forward, but it's not gonna happen right away.
Yeah.
I mean, the only way it would really, you would have to shut down the whole world for 14 days to
That's
really.
not even gonna.
It's
It's
not feasible. I don't think.
That's not even gonna help for anybody neither, man. That whole shutting down the whole country and whatever. People get sick every day.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's not even a thing. Like people get sick every day.
Mm-hmm.
So you get the Rona, right?
Yeah.
You get the Rona right now, God forbid. But you have other complications that you don't know.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You can have kidney disease. You can have gallstone blood. You can have anything internally that fuses that.
Yes.
You can have asthma that fucks you up and you can't breathe.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? These are the things that people need to really realize. So that whole situation, no matter what, people get sick every day. So there's no way to really try to say quarantine for 15 days.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to happen. That's not going to do anything. That's only for you at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to quarantine 14 days. You came from somewhere else, you got to quarantine 14 days. What does that really mean? Does nothing. Because after the 14 days, you're back outside.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Anything can happen.
And then they say, well, there's debates about whether people get reinfected, or do they build up immunity, antibodies?
I mean, after that, if people are not doing, the right vitamins to their body,
that's key, right?
The vitamins is super key. Like for me, vitamins is super key.
Yeah,
like,
I take a lot of
I take them too.
I take my vitamins every day. I don't even play.
Nah, bro,
you know what I mean?
Well, they said that vitamin D deficiency is one of the biggest ones for Corona.
Yeah.
But also the elderberries, man. Like you gotta not the pill. You gotta drink the liquid. Like
Really?
that elderberry liquid
I'm gonna have
helps
to
you
look
out.
into that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a bunch of weirds, like colloidal silver. You could take a whole bunch of weird shit.
There's a lot of things out there, you know what I mean? And
Oil
you
of
just
oregano.
you gotta just, you gotta really partake. You know what I'm saying? Like, lemongrass. And, and wheatgrass.
Well, wheatgrass is incredible if you know anything about wheatgrass.
Yeah, wheatgrass, of course. I drink that too.
One shot is equivalent
Lemongrass too.
To 6 pounds of vegetables, I think.
Yeah,
It's wild.
I'm gonna have to look into the wheatgrass.
Cold. It tastes
there's
like
a juice
fucking
bar
grass.
right downtown by the bus in
Kenny
Providence.
Plaza?
Really?
Yeah, there's a juice bar there.
Yeah, cold press. It was we did cold press wheatgrass, cold press with ginger and lemon. It don't taste good, but it's like
What elderberry is the other one you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, elderberry. You go to the vitamin store, you can get that anywhere. Like they got it.
I've heard of it. I've never taken. I take like different other vitamins, but I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, like it's just a little bit of that every day. Boom, it helps you, man.
Yeah, man, definitely.
What do you feel about the current state of hip hop in the music industry now? I mean, not necessarily because of COVID, because
Just
obviously
in general, the
everything's-
music in general, where hip hop is now.
I just feel right now music is just being lost.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
you could get a record today, it's gone Monday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there's no real way of detecting and terrestrial radio is even hard. I'm on regular radio and it's hard for a lot of people are not really listening to regular radio unless it's talk radio.
Yeah. That's why podcasts I think are thriving.
Yeah, streaming period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jam and 945 do great because they're the only station that's in the city.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if we had competition, it'd probably be different.
Yeah. And Jammin' 94.5 has been around for a long time. Everybody knows it.
And you can reach it. It's far reach.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It has,
you hear it down here,
the greatest sound. It has the the biggest coverage. Like, so that that works for everybody. But regular radio is tough.
Do you think hip hop is one sided right now? I'm just curious. Like with the sounds, like the popular sounds.
But you're talking about like mumble rap type shit.
Oh, whatever.
Nah, I think everything is universal right now. It ain't just one thing because you got rap that you got boom bap
that's coming back.
That's crazy.
Yeah. No, I know that's true. I was just curious what your take was on it because some people maybe feel that it's been one sided over the last number of years with a certain sound, maybe a trap sound or a drill sound or whatever. But
like once Auto-Tune came out.
Well, there was that. I mean, things come in waves too. Yeah. Things come and go. Things constantly change.
The same way boom bap's coming back.
Well, yeah. I mean, it never left.
It never left. It just came stronger now because now you got younger people doing it.
Right. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So now it's being appreciated by those that are younger that don't want to hear the mumble rap. They want to hear the Royce 5'9". And they want to be able to have their own style of boom bap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So hip hop is here because even on Twitch. I do this thing called Boom Bap Mondays, right? And it's like mad DJs. Like we do it every Monday. Like I get put in, so they do like all underground DJ, and all you play is boom bap shit. I do like probably an hour sometime or 2 hours, depending on what they give me.
Playing like to submit songs or something for that.
Nah, it's just you playing just joints.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like it's really just playing.
I was just asking from the artist standpoint, like if I had some boom, some shit like that. Is there any artist?
You could just send it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's not a problem. But I'm just saying, like overall, it's just a boom bap factor. Like it's not just playing regular. It's like hearing Gangstar. Old mixtape shit and the hard crucified dibs and. Shit like that.
Wow, you're taking, you're really going
like that's the kind of shit that it is. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like even on Thursdays on Twitch, myself, Green Lantern, Green Lantern, right?
Of course.
And my man Craig G, we do mixtapes made us.
Word.
On Thursdays.
I'm gonna have to check that, man.
Yeah, it's so dope because Green does 6 to 8, and then I go 8. I only get an hour, and then Craig G does 9 to 10.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? But it's dope because it's music you forgot about.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The forgotten
digging
records,
in the crates, man.
That shit that when you used to listen to a mixtape, you was like, shit.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's that feel.
Yeah.
So we create that again. And it's like the following and the love is out of here.
Dope. Yeah. There's a lot of good hip hop still too. Like back to what Rob was asking about, like we talk about it probably every time we have someone in the hip hop world on now, but like you got people like Griselda who blew up, making that harder boom bap 90s sound, and then there's a bunch of other artists too coming out. So it's definitely a resurgence of that sound.
There's a lot of artists, Rock Marciano.
Yeah, I love Rock Marciano.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He just dropped a new album.
Yeah, it's fire.
You know what I mean? 38 Special.
Yes.
He did 95.
Yeah. Shout out to Ito too. I got to join with Ito, man.
You know what I mean? So it's like it's a lot of joints, that you hear. Like even Static's new album.
Yeah, Static.
The Balancing Act. Like my favorite joint is called No More. It's him with Little Fame and Smoke Dizza.
Dope.
That beat is so hard.
Yeah.
That it makes you be like,
That's what I love, man. That's what I love.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So like I'm for the snare, kick, snare. That's what I live for that. You know what I'm saying? Like I come from that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I told you at 12 o'clock, the first record I played was.
I know, dude. You played one of the hardest songs. Yeah.
And the reason why I say Crucified Dibs is because I was playing Bloodshed Raggedy Ann before Man before he became who he was.
Yeah, man. That's crazy you said that record, man. That's
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because I come from that.
No, it's not really crazy because you're a hip hop head through and through. So it's not
I come from where vinyl made sense. Like certain records, like there was a store in New York. It's called Fat Beats.
Yeah, of course, man.
And Fat Beats had all the rappers. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Like, you know, there was Complex. There was, you know, Beat Nuts before Beat Nuts.
Yeah.
There was fucking the kid Al Tariq that was down with the Beat Nuts.
I remember.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, for me, I'm there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I come from so many different eras of hip hop, and I'm still here. Thank God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So like, I seen it from the beginning to where it's at right now.
Yeah.
And I play everything.
You just dropped some jewels, man. And is Fat Beat still open?
Nah, it's not open,
closed,
but they do online stuff.
Well, I made the pilgrimage there a couple times when I was a kid. You know, went out there to the store.
Man, and, I've been there, and right then, you know, the crazy part, Fat Beats was right here, and Nathan's hot dogs and pizza was right here.
Perfect.
So you spent mad money, and all you had left was $2, so you could get yourself a slice of hot dog and a soda, and bring your ass back home.
That's dope.
With all your vinyl.
DJ Chubby Chub dropping gems, man. Fat Beats. They had a couple stores too. One in Amsterdam, one in I think Atlanta or something like that. Man. Yeah. I miss the record stores. You miss going to the record stores?
I mean, you know, I go still to record stores.
Yeah, there's still like vinyl spots open and stuff.
But
right?
I mean, right now, that none of the stores that are really open. A lot of things is more like you buying them online.
Yeah. At least the market's still alive. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was going to ask you what you were currently listening to, but you kind of just said Rock Marciano joint. What else did you say? 38 Static's album. Yeah. Anything else? Any other gems?
I'm still listening to old shit too.
Yeah, a lot of old shit.
Mean?
Me too.
I don't really listen to. I mean, I listen to everything. Yeah. You know, I listen to a lot of Boston artists too.
Yeah, a lot of dope Boston artists.
There's a lot of cats that have a lot of good music, because you know we do the launch pad on Sundays.
That's right.
And you know, I play a lot of cats, man. You know, like this kid, it's not really boom bap, it's drill.
Yep, I like some drill stuff.
His name is CJ. He got a record called Whoopty. I was the first person to play that.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be waiting for that plaque soon. And so you know, you got artists like him. You got the kid BB. This kid J.I. the Prince, young kid. He's hip hop. He's young. He's out of here. His project. He's on his third project right now. Hood Crisis Volume 3. I listen to that. And who else is there? I got there's a couple other joints that I've touched on. I listened to. Can't remember right now. I gotta look at my computer.
No doubt. There's still a lot of dope music coming out of this area.
Yeah, there's a lot of music out here, man. That matters, man. You just gotta, you know, artists too. They gotta put their part in and send their music to people.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to send some joints.
You can't assume the DJ has it.
Nah, definitely not. Man.
Like that's a lot of problem with, you know, a lot of artists. They are like, yo, play my record. You know, if I was to say that I received it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
But you're saying play your record, but I don't know what it sounds like. I don't have it. You know what I mean? So, but there's a lot of music that's in the Boston area, in New England area right now. There's this kid named Jay Moolah. He's out of Connecticut, boom bap kid, good hip hop presence. He's nice. You know, there's a lot of cats out there.
Where can artists send you music?
Launchpadsundays@gmail.com.
I have to write that down because I'm gonna be sending something. That's right. So you heard it. Launchpad Sundays at gmail.com.
Launchpad Sundays at gmail.com.
So all you artists out there, whoever hears this, if you want to submit your music,
send clean music, MP3. Do not send me no YouTube links. Do not send me your Spotify. Do not send me your SoundCloud. If it's not an MP3 and it's not clean, don't send it.
You heard that. Make sure it's clean. Make sure it's an MP3.
Because a lot of cats send music, but they're sending links.
Yeah.
And I tell them, I can't do nothing with links. I'm not converting nobody's music.
Yeah.
I'm not cleaning nobody's music.
You shouldn't have to do any of that. That's on the artist.
I'm not doing all that.
That's on the artist.
I'm not looking at YouTubes. I'm not, none of that.
Right.
Nah, man, I know. I mean, I know how it is.
And I'm not being an asshole.
No,
I'm just saying
you shouldn't have to.
Like, you have to be like prepared. Like, honestly, if you really want to be in this game, you got to be prepared.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Even if you got to walk around with a thumb drive, here's my music on a thumb drive. Like, give me that. But make sure it's an MP3.
Something you could play.
Don't send me no YouTube. Yo, check my YouTube. Yo, check my Spotify. Check my SoundCloud. I don't care about numbers.
Yeah.
I don't got nothing to do with it.
Yeah. You want to play something that's hot that
if you got something that's hot and you want me to listen to it, send it to me.
Yeah. So you hear that artists out there,
And
including myself.
also make sure your shit is mixed. Don't send me records that are not
You don't want no
mixed.
rough versions like they recorded in the basement?
They be sending me versions like they in the hallway. I'm like, who mixed y'all music?
No good, man. Go to a real studio, get it done right.
That's what I be trying to tell people. Like,
I got references if you need studios.
Yo, you need to go to real studio. Like, send me songs and I be hearing the vocals is dumb loud and the beat is dumb low, or the beat don't have enough kick. I be like, who mixing these records?
Nobody.
And then their cleans are not officially clean. Like, they'll say, oh, da-da-da, clean. And then the next part of the record will say, suck my dick. Like,
Doesn't work.
How does that work, bro? That's not clean.
It doesn't.
Besides your Brazilian project, do you have anything else upcoming?
I mean, right
It's
now,
tough, obviously.
earlier this year, I started a consultant. I do consulting with a lot of artists. It's called He Rocks LCC. And, that's going to be my next thing, is really into management and helping DJs and artists.
Word.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think, we all need guides. We all need guides. Like, a lot of people don't have guides.
You're
a lot
right.
of people don't have, there's not enough mentors. And I'm not saying I got to be a mentor, you got to look up to me. All I'm saying is, if I can help you, I'm going to help you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're just being a good
Bottom
person.
line,
You're
it's
being a
just
good
helping.
person, man.
Because, when I was growing up, I got a lot of help. I had a lot of my OGs that helped me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they conditioned me to be where I'm at right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thankful for that. So
It's like a way for you to give back,
if I can
kind
return
of.
back to a lot of people that are younger than me and they trying to really, and they're really hungry. They got to be hungry. They got to be willing to learn and listen, because a lot of young cats don't listen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of young cats, they think they got the game because they see a video or they see homeboy and they watch and they're driving a car, not realizing half that shit is rented or their man shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
So, like, understanding the game and getting a better understanding to who you are and who you want to be is the biggest thing.
Let me ask you this, Chubb, too. We don't have to go down a deep rabbit hole about it, but do you think maybe there's a lack of respect in hip-hop from the younger generation for the older generation?
Nah, I don't think it's... I mean, honestly, it's really more like it's just I just gotta say, it's just a lost case with the fact of people not acknowledging. You know what I'm saying? Because even as me being an older person, right? If I don't acknowledge other DJs, then of course, they're not gonna acknowledge you because they feel like you think you're the shit already because you already been doing what you've been doing, right?
Yeah.
But if you show that you're just as human as everybody else and you're willing to talk to somebody, then help them. That makes them understand.
True.
It's like being a father. When you the first time being a father, you don't know the ins and outs of being a father.
Yeah.
You just going by whatever you dealt with as having a father.
Yep.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But that ain't the way you're gonna implement it when it comes to your own child.
That's knowledge right there.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because I don't fuck with my father, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna be the one not to fuck with my kids.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's not the same thing. So you gotta be able to say, I know how to speak to somebody and make people acknowledge and have them, give them the thought process of what it really takes to be where they want to be. Because everything is possible. You just got to be able to talk.
Yeah.
And you can't be afraid to ask questions.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't act like you know what I mean? These young cats can't act like they know all the answers. Because all the answers that they know isn't the answers.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I know everything.
Yeah.
But I mean,
you got a lot of years though. You know a good amount.
I'm gonna say this.
You know a good amount.
I'm gonna say this, and this is the biggest quote I ever say, and I'll say it ever, and I'll say it forever. R.I.P. Big, B.I.G. I've been in this game for years. It made me an animal. There's rules to this shit. A step-by-step booklet for you to get.
It's true.
It's the bottom line.
Let that sink in.
It's the bottom line. Like, if I'm able to teach somebody else how to be on radio, how to do radio, that's a plus for me.
Yeah.
I did it for Static. Static wasn't doing radio. Static learned how to do radio because I helped them get on to radio.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Now Static is
killing it.
Out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He got his own lane. He got his boom back.
Yeah.
He got shit going.
Yeah, he's killing it.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of DJs that I've helped that are on Hot 97 in New York. You know what I'm saying? They're younger gods. They're the younger gods. You gotta be able to cultivate it and show these cats that they can do it too.
Yeah.
And if they come to you, then help them. Because they don't know the answer. So they want to be able to be in the right direction of how to do things.
Yeah.
The bottom line is saying, yo, if you need help, just hit me.
Right.
And I do that every day on Twitch with people that I don't even know.
Yeah.
Because so many people, they'll be like, yo, you're a legend. Whatever. But at the end of the day, what you need, B? If you need some help, I'm going to help you.
That's real though, man. I wish more people in general in life.
There are a lot of people like that. But you know what it is too? Older cats don't want to feel like a father to people's kids. You know what I'm saying? So if your mentality is still, fuck them older niggas. You know what I'm saying? Then you gotta really sit and evaluate you before you start saying the older cats don't want to mess with the younger cats.
Yeah.
Because respect is earned, not
Definitely.
given.
100.
Oh yeah, and it keeps the whole thing alive too.
Everything. Yeah.
You know, and I'm not saying everybody has to be proper etiquette.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we're not all proper etiquette.
No.
Not, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, certain things get misconstrued.
Yeah.
Certain miscommunication. Certain things that be said be misled. It happens. It's a given. But willing to show that you can make a difference matters more than anything there is in the world.
It's real shit.
The realest talk, I think, right there, man. Yeah. And the thing is, like Chubby Chub, it doesn't have to do that. I mean,
exactly.
Your resume, you have a legendary resume in the hip hop music world in general, but so you hear it, people. He could say, I don't gotta do nothing for nobody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, though, you gotta sit and evaluate yourself. You know what I mean? I don't want to be no old person and be disgruntled like, yo, why he's there and I'm not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's whack.
Yeah.
But if I can make somebody learn shit and they become hot, I help that person's career.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, definitely.
Even if it was just a quick 5-minute call.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I explained something to somebody and they took knowledge and they write back and they say, if it wasn't for Chubby Chub.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Static writes it all the time. There's a bunch of artists that write it all the time. They write it in their magazine. Chubby Chub. If it wasn't for Chubby Chub, I appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
The acknowledgement is what I appreciate.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for you to say, yo, here's this or here's that because he did that. No.
Yeah.
I'm doing it because out of the kindness of my heart.
Well,
it's the right thing to do.
Yeah. Genuinely a good person.
Like
and that means a lot.
More like humbling and
I'm not a person that's not easy to talk to. You know what I'm saying? I want to help people. Like if I could help you, I'm gonna help you.
Hell yeah.
Because there's DJs that don't know how to scratch. There's DJs that don't know how to blend. There's DJs that don't know how to put records together. This is a thought process. This is why you practice every day.
Yeah.
I still practice to this day.
We have to.
You have to stay on top.
I'm not perfect as a DJ, but I'm an animal when I get to it.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Of course.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's a different situation for me. I can't look crazy and be acting like, yo, I'm a DJ, but I'm whack. Hell no, that's whack. That's corny.
No, you gotta have that.
That's
confidence.
corny. You don't have no kind of swag. You don't have no kind of look. You don't have no kind of this. Everything matters.
Yeah.
And you know, it's helping people to understand they got to do this, do that. That makes them better.
Mm-hmm. Real shit, man.
Yeah, man. That's some of the realest talk we've had on this podcast right there. So everyone out there absorb that. Chubb, why don't you give out your social media, website, your contacts, where people can check you out and what you got going on and everything else?
I mean, you can follow me on everything at DJ Chubby Chub, 2 B's, 1 B, not Chub Rock, not CHUBB.
Chub Rock.
You know what I mean? It's DJ Chubby Chub, everything, and you can reach me anywhere at any time, man. You can hit me on a DM, whatever. You know, right now the biggest thing is Twitch for me.
Yeah, check out that Twitch.
You can check that Twitch at DJ Chubby Chub, or you could also check my streaming platform is djchubbychub.live.
Okay.
So that's like I created my own platform where, because everybody was getting cut off on Instagram and things like that. I wasn't getting cut off. I got a blue check. I guess that's what I heard. That's what I heard. I don't know. I don't know how true that is, but people get cut off on Instagram, but it's also, let me give you DJs a situation. When you're playing on Instagram, you can't play with the time stretch on. You know what the time stretch is?
On Instagram, no.
No, in your Serato.
Oh, okay, Serato? No. You can't play with it?
So those little two blue lights that you highlight, you can't have that on. You can't have that on, and you can't be on the green. You got to be 3+. Because if not, the algorithm will pick up everything you play.
Oh, yeah?
See, notice, if you listen to records on the radio, the reason why they detect is because they're between the green and the 2. Mm-hmm. Anything after the 2 or 3, it's not being detected.
Interesting.
That's some more knowledge. I had no idea about any of that.
I hate the fucking algorithm.
I just know that I know that some artists, not artists, DJs have said that they're doing their live IG live or whatever, they get cut off for playing certain songs.
Yeah, because they're not realizing what they're doing though.
Okay, so this is what you're hearing it from the man himself who's doing it.
I'm just
this
telling
is what you got to do.
I could play Jay-Z and not get cut off. I could play 50 Cent and not get cut off. I could play Mary J. Blige for 2 hours and not get cut off.
That's valuable information.
Yeah.
But if you don't pay attention, you won't know. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I could tell DJs what you got to do, and they'll say, "Oh, but I'm not on the green." No, you are on the green because you still got them little blue lights highlighted. So you trying to do the time stretch so the matching all your sync of all your music. Mm-hmm. If you're gonna play on Instagram, that ain't it.
All right, so that's valuable information about all the DJs out there who hear this. There you go. So now you know how you can do the IG live.
Yeah, and do your Twitch, do all that together.
Everything all at once, and you won't get cut off and kicked off, because I know that happens. It's been happening a lot.
Facebook is kicking you off right away. Now Facebook got the words of every song coming across.
Oh, really? I didn't realize that.
Really?
Yeah.
Does that what you're talking about?